Hello and welcome, everybody. Welcome to the stream. My name is Kismet. We're ready to get this baby started. Let's get you guys on in here. Of course, we're going to play ourselves some Fallout 76. We got some stream raiders lined up, as well as some marbles on stream. All sorts of fun stuff. Ready to rock. You see my guy's just sitting in his stasis chamber, and I got something cool to show you today, everybody. I was working on it over the weekend. Very, very cool. Sorry for the delay, everybody. They always say it's going to be real quick when you go to the doctor, but it never is. I had to go to the doctor. I had to do a follow-up visit on my throat. Of course, I did go in. For those who don't know, I did have to go in because my throat was closing up and I was having trouble breathing. I think it's been slowly happening. I thought it was just over the last year, but I think it's actually been happening over the last 10 years. That my throat has been slowly closing up to the point in which I can't even eat, everybody. It would like go down and get stuck, and then I'd have to use water to push it down. I'd have a constant problem breathing all the time, like I was getting choked to death, like I was asphyxiating. I was actually dying, everybody, from the lack of oxygen, and didn't even realize it because it sneaks up on you really, really slowly. And you just think it's because maybe I'm talking a lot here on stream or whatever it is. But he said he actually stretched it 16 millimeters, which is about medium amount of that, and it is night and day. I mean, even my dizziness is better, everybody. I mean, it's not totally gone, but my dizziness is like totally a couple notches down from where it normally is. I mean, I think I was actually starting to suffocate. I mean, it's like a world of difference of before the procedure and after the procedure. That's what I was telling him. And then also I've got to go in and, do some follow-up and stuff like that with it. But I am feeling so much better. I mean, just like night and day. It's amazing how that kind of stuff just sneaks up on you big time. So I was over there. It took me some extra time. And then, of course, ominously, when I tried to start up my stream here, it says you can't connect this Twitch. And that's why my timer all of a sudden started at like 3 minutes, because I started it up. I hear the sound going. I'm doing all the things I have to do to get this stream going, because it's like a miracle every time, everybody. And, I forget how far I've come, too, everybody. It was funny because it wasn't starting up. And then I said, okay, well, start stream again. I'll try to connect again. And then it connected the second time when I was about 2 minutes already into my startup screen, our startup sequence. And then, because while that thing is starting up, by the way, it's me doing like 100 things behind the scenes that I have to do while the stream is on. I have to double check all the microphones and double check that you guys can see me and that all my effects are working and all of that stuff. So that's like a checklist that I have. My mods know this as well. I have a checklist that I check every single stream to make sure that all of those things are running, because it's a huge balancing act to keep that stuff running every single time. So I'm constantly working on that all the time, off stream and on stream, to try to make that stuff work smoothly. And I pulled up my stream and it started up, and I had it full screen on my 27-inch monitor there. And of course, it's 1080, 60 frames per second, just absolutely beautiful quality. I got to remember when I started, of course, when you're not a partner, you only can do 720. 30 frames per second or whatever. And I just realized how incredibly beautiful that startup screen looks here on the stream. That's a lot of hard work, everybody. That's getting two separate machines and, setting that all up. And I mean, that's almost a decade's worth of work to get it to where I am now. I can't wait to see what it's going to look like in the next 10 years. I know it's a lot of work, but yeah, I'm feeling so much better, everybody. I'm so excited, so happy now. I don't know what to do with myself. I got so much stuff done yesterday. I felt like, man, I got like a new lease on life or something. I'm like, I've probably been suffocating all of this time. Probably since I first got dizzy, since the last 8-9 years, everybody. I feel like that also has been a contributing factor, on top of, also being partially deaf in one ear, and having that middle channel ear imbalance, which has been causing me to be dizzy all this time. That my throat has been closing up slowly over a long period of time, and making my dizziness worse, and making my sleep apnea worse, right? When I'm trying to sleep, I can't sleep because my throat's all closed up and I can't breathe. I can't believe that no one thought of that earlier, everybody. That no one thought, and they had to get to the point in which I could not breathe before someone thought of that. And that's awesome. But at least I finally figured it out, right? I finally figured it out, and now it's like night and day. But I can eat food like a normal person again, because you don't really think about it until you have an issue. You just eat food. I'm a fast eater too, so I wolf down food, everybody. I don't sit there and, savor every bite. I'm like, okay, I got to eat food because I got to go on to the next thing, right? That's the way I am. A lot of people are like that. My wife's a very slow eater, everybody. She eats real slow. But then you're supposed to. You're supposed to chew everything really well. It helps you with your digestion and stuff. But I've always been in a hurry, everything that I've ever done. So I feel like food is just fuel. Like, you go to the gas station, you're not going to go to the gas station and savor every moment of putting the gas into your car. That's the way I look at it. You go to the gas station, fill up your car, and you're out of there, right? That's why I am with food since I was young. But, when you get older and you're hanging out with people and then you're eating, you try to eat a little slower so you're not the first one done every time. But I still am usually the first one done. Everybody else eats way slower than I do. But now I can eat like a normal person. Don't feel like I'm constantly choking to death. And I've been doing very good, everybody. Been drinking my water, been taking my medicine they gave me as well. So definitely been helping. So awesome. So I was just praising that doctor the whole time today, telling him how awesome he is. And I told him, everybody, before he did the procedure, I said, make this the best one you ever did. And he's like, all right. And I think it was, everybody. I think this was the best one he ever did. So I got some cool stuff to show you. I'm very excited to show you what's going on right here, as well as we're going to get some battles going. We got marbles on stream ready to go. Remember, if you are the leader of season 39, I'm going to give you something special. I still got to dish out that last one. I'll get to that. I don't know. Eventually, I got a lot of stuff going, everybody. I'm trying to, juggle a lot of stuff. Hope you guys are having a good Thanksgiving week. If you have the whole week off, congrats. If not, well, hopefully you have at least a couple days here at the end of the week off. I will not be streaming during the day on Thursday, as I said last week. I almost forgot to put it in my schedule because, funny irony, my wife distracted me while I was doing my schedule, and I forgot to put it in there. I had the graphics off to the side, but I forgot to put them on the page, and then I posted it. I was like, I got to delete it and repost it again. I saw it eventually that I had done it wrong, but oh well, that's how life goes. You make mistakes, you correct them, and you roll on, right? That's what's going on. Now, if you missed it last week, everybody, I still have it sitting over here. Let me grab it. If you guys missed it on Sunday, I streamed all week. Check it out. There she is, everybody. Oh, it's not showing you the tab thing, but look at that. The Galaxy Explorer. She is huge, everybody. This thing is massive. So we built some Legos on stream. My kids think it is super awesome. And I'm not like an adult Lego builder, everybody, but if you guys like to see that here in the stream, I'll do it for you. I think we had a fun time. What I thought was only going to be a couple hour stream, as always happens in my stream, everybody, right off the rails. I thought, well, we already have the pieces, so it'll go faster, right? Because we already have the pieces already pre-done. We don't have to look for the pieces like we did last time, which took a lot longer. And then, we'll just put all the pieces together and bam, we'll be good. No, that's like a super advanced, set, everybody. That was like a Technic set where you're making it where the landing gear goes down and all sorts of stuff. That's like for 18 or older, everybody. And I know why, because that had 240 steps. It literally took us 7+ hours to put that together. It was incredible. I was like, oh my God, this is really taking a long time. So we did that. And then we did a couple other sets on top of that. Turned out to be like a 10-hour stream. So Kismet going way above and beyond for that one, everybody. Holy mackerel. My wife couldn't believe it. She goes, it took you 7 hours to put that together? I said, yeah, that thing is hardcore, man. That's some hardcore level Lego building right there. I would imagine there's a lot of other sets that are even more hardcore, though, I'm sure. Like the Death Star and all of that stuff. I'm sure that stuff is hardcore right there for sure. But yeah, we're going to get into some races here. Let me go ahead and start this up before I forget. Grand Prix over here. Quick Grand Prix right there. So you guys can go exclamation play. Look at this one. That's a cool one. You guys can go ahead and go exclamation play in the chat to come and join me. We're going to go ahead and start that up here in just a moment. We're first going to jump into some 76. Get ready to rock. My crew can go ahead and jump onto the Discord. We're going to get into it. Now, remember, again, everybody, I will be on Bethesda's channel Wednesday, December 7th, right after the release of Nuka on tour, Nuka World on tour, which will drop on the 6th. Tuesday's the 6th. I'll be on Bethesda's channel Wednesday, the 7th at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So make sure to tune in for that. And then, of course, after that, we'll come over here and have some more fun on my stream as well. I'm really looking forward to that, everybody. I think that's going to be super fun. As well as on December 1st, coming up here in about a week, Kiz Kriegel will be back That's me. I'll be back giving away literally hundreds of items here on the stream. Worth thousands of dollars, all sorts of cool Bethesda gear stuff, Manscaped stuff, all sorts of stuff as part of Fallout for Hope for St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital. So we'll be raising funds for them. Let's see if we can beat our record last time. That was astounding, everybody. I was going to raise like $500, and we literally raised thousands of dollars for St. Jude's Children's Hospital, which is just a big thank you to everybody who did contribute last time. Remember that all goes directly to them, does not go to me in any way. I don't want to deal with it. It goes directly to them through Tiltify. If you do want to write that stuff off on your taxes, I'll have that info for you as well. If you do want to make a charity contribution here at the end of the year, good thing to do for your taxes next year. So we'll get into all of that starting December 1st. I'll be streaming every single day. So December 1st through the 24th, I'll be off on the 25th for Christmas, obviously. We'll be doing all sorts of fun events as well that will pop up along the way, everybody. Along with that Bethesda thing, I've got other things that are coming up, including cool game releases. There'll be a few more game releases here toward the end of the year, and then apparently like February 2023 is like the nexus event for gaming. Apparently like every new game is coming out February 2023. So we're going to have so many games we won't know what to do with ourselves. We'll see. We'll see how it goes, all right? So let's say hello to the chat, and let's go ahead and get into it. All right, let's do it. I see Flux over there checking that Twitter. I appreciate you checking that Twitter there, Flux. Hello. M's coming in as well. He's probably like, where the heck is Kismet at? Yeah, I was at the doctor. Praising his name over there. Flux coming in, showing some love. Akia as well. Hello. Oh, hi there, Flux. I see you there. Venturo's saying hi. Welcome. Foggy coming in saying hello. Rotisserie G as well. I see you there, bringing that love. There you go. H2O with the tip of the hat. Right back at you. The mighty TARDIS in the chat. He's going to be joining me as well, along with Rotisserie G on the Bethesda channel. So I'm bringing my Alpha crew with me, everybody. We're going to throw down. We're going to throw down on that new event. Pretty excited. Also, they're going to have a dev on there as well, so we can ask the dev questions. And I've already submitted my questions in. So I'm pretty excited. I hope we get a Cappy, everybody. I want my Cappy for my base. But if we don't, no big deal. I can roll with it. Did it hurt? No, they knocked me out. I am, because I don't drink anymore, and I've never done really drugs or anything like that. I mean, when you're young, I do a little bit experimental stuff when you're in your 20s, but I don't do drugs. I don't drink alcohol anymore because I have a dizziness, so I fall down without the alcohol. I don't do any of that stuff anymore because it will affect my health, and I won't be able to stream. I won't be able to get out of the bed. That's the hard part. So they just, I warned them to, go easy on that stuff because I don't want to, be out for 6 hours. I had that problem before. They knocked me out, and the lady gave me so much that I was the first one to go in at like noon, and I didn't wake up till 6 p.m., everybody, like 6 hours later. And this time, though, when they did knock me out for that throat thing, I woke up like an hour later. I was fine. And whatnot. It's funny, that lady was tricky too. She goes, well, I'm going to give you something here real quick just to get you started. I'm like, okay. And then, she wasn't even finished with her sentence and I was out. A bit of a lightweight, but there you go. That's how it goes. Hey, Big Cleats, what's up? Thanks for coming in, hanging out. Here in the stream, I see you there. Amethyst Lady coming in. How went the docs? Went great, everybody. I was just selling him. What a great job he did. It's really night and day, everybody. It's night and day. I can breathe again. It feels like it's affected my dizziness. I'm not as dizzy. I feel like I was being suffocated. That's what it feels like, that when your throat closes up like that. And I thought it was because, I'm talking here on the stream and I've aggravated my throat and my throat was sore because of that. No, it was because it was closing up, bro. It was been closing up for a while. And I had no idea that it was going on that long. And I bet you it goes all the way back to when I first started getting dizzy too. That my throat was closing up at that time. Because I usually have that problem where I'm coughing, and when you have allergies, that stuff goes down in your throat, it drains down the back of your throat, gets stuck in there, and then I'm coughing that stuff up all the time because it can't get down my throat. And all of that, I know it's not probably one of the most sexy things to talk about here on stream, but that's the truth, everybody. If you start having that problem where you're choking all the time and you can't get your food down, it feels like it's getting stuck in your throat, gastrology right away, everybody. Gastrologist, go see that gastrologist and say, look, I can't breathe, bro. I mean, it became so severe that I had to go to the emergency room twice. I mean, I felt like it was either a heart attack or I was going to suffocate to death. I was literally, I was driving to pick up my daughter, and the world started doing this. And anybody's ever passed out before? It's kind of like the old TVs. When you turn those, put a one in the chat if you guys remember the old TVs. When you turn them off, they would go like this, down to a point. And when you see that start to happen, everybody, that's you about to pass out. When that goes down to a point like that, I've passed out before as a kid. I know what that's like. The whole world starts going back and forth, starts spinning like this, and then down to a point, and then you're out, just like that. So I start to feel that happening while I'm driving, which is not good. I illegal U-turn right in the middle of the street, went straight to the hospital emergency room, where they didn't even bother to care whether I lived or died. They put me in a chair for 2 hours. I refused to pay for it. Right now, I'm disputing it. I refuse to pay for them saying, hey, yeah, you're fine here. Sit over here in the corner for 2 hours and no one's going to even check on you while you're having a life-threatening moment, right? This is a life-threatening moment. I mean, if I broke my arm, if I cut myself, I can understand I'm a lower priority than the other people, but I was having a life-threatening moment. And then they still tried to charge me. And I said, no, I don't mind paying for what's right, but I'm certainly not paying for that. That was not right. I was treating very poorly. I got very poor service, and I'm certainly not spending thousands of dollars on poor service. Never am I ever going to pay for that. There's sometimes you got to stand your ground, stand your principles, everybody, and say, no, I'm not paying for that. The second time, I had to go twice because the first time was so terrible, I walked out of the emergency room. I felt like I was in more danger. I couldn't breathe, everybody. I was in more danger in that waiting room with a guy 5 feet away from me throwing up from COVID, which they put him right next to me, everybody. And then a whole bunch of other people been there who have been 5, 6 hours. Not one person checked on them. Little girl with a broken nose, not one person checked on them. That's bad service. I don't care. You got one person who could walk over there and say, are you doing okay? Are you doing okay? I literally was going to pass out. That's how, because I can't sit for long periods of time because of my dizziness. And it's also probably because I couldn't breathe. And, you know, that's probably been happening for quite a long time. So it's awesome, everybody. I'm back. I feel like I'm back. And that was one of those big factors that now I finally, God, it's taken 10 years now to solve that problem. And now I feel great. I feel happy. Now, I said it could happen that it could close back up again. So I need to be very diligent, take my medicine, make sure that I'm drinking lots of water, all of that kind of stuff. So we're going to drink lots of water. We're going to stay hydrated. We're going to play some games. We're going to have a good time here in stream. So, again, now I know what that is, everybody. See, I don't know. I'm not a doctor. What do I know? What do I know if my throat's closing up? It could be allergies. It could be that, I'm just eating my food too fast. Those are the things I think of. I don't think of that my throat is physically closing up on the inside and then I'm going to suffocate and die. It doesn't even cross my mind until you're about to pass out. So there we go. I'm surprised your ENT didn't check your T. Those people suck. Those people sucked, everybody. They literally, they checked to see if I was having a heart attack. They put all the little things on there. And that lady tried to draw some, I forgot to say that. They tried to draw some blood. And you saw that big, gigantic welt I had, right? She tried like 3 times, everybody. And she was not doing a great job. I forgot that, too. They took blood. And then they stuck me in a chair. And then I sat in that chair for 2 hours without being able to breathe. And not one person checked it. My wife wasn't there. She was off at a trip for work. So it was just me, all by myself, suffocating to death in the waiting room with no one checking on me. I could have died right there, everybody. I almost did die right there. Had I not left that emergency room, there was a high chance that I was going to die right there. I left. I drove myself home, which was not an easy task. I have an inhaler for my allergies, which I use for emergencies, right? I don't use it normally, but I went and used that inhaler, and oh my God, it opened it up just enough so I could then breathe. And then I thought, well, this might be it. And I went to sleep. I may not wake up tomorrow, but hey, I woke up and here I am. And then, of course, about a month of not being able to breathe, and then have to go to the emergency room twice, so they had to charge me twice. And then the second time, they were much better, by the way. They checked on me. They checked my lungs. They checked all the stuff. They put me in a bed. They put me in an IV. They said, okay, we got to really check and see what's wrong with you, bro. And they said, well, the good news is it doesn't seem to be your heart right now, though you should see a heart person to make sure. So that's what I did, and took the heart test and did all that. They said, my heart's good. And they said, definitely it seems to be something with your throat. So then I went to gastrologist, and he said, yeah, we're going to go and we're going to put a tube down there. We're going to check and see if everything's good down there. I have a few polyps, I guess, down in there that might become cancerous at some point, but they're good for right now. And he said he went down there and he stretched my throat 16 millimeters. It was about a medium stretch, he said. This way I could tell you. I asked him that question. I said, is it like small, medium, or large, the amount you had to do? He's like, yeah, about medium. That's why I could tell you guys here on stream. And I said, I'm telling you, it's like night and day. It is like night and day. And I feel like I can think better, and I feel like I can breathe better, and that my dizziness is better. I feel like that was a contributing factor to a whole bunch of my other conditions that I've been suffering from for the last 8 years, like my dizziness, like my sleep apnea, like all of that stuff. So that, I think, is one of the major root causes of all of my other issues that I've been having. Now, of course, this ain't no fantasy land, everybody. This is real life. It ain't like all of a sudden I'm not going to be dizzy anymore. I'm not going to have sleep apnea anymore. That would be wonderful. But it has really helped. It has really helped. So let's pray that it doesn't close back up again. All right. Yes, we're all glad you're feeling better. Yes, I'm super excited about it. I'm super excited about it. Thank you, Reed. Thank you, everybody in the chat. I mean, this has been almost a decade of suffering. I would never wish this on anybody, even the worst human being in the world, everybody. It is a constant suffering. It is like you get up every day and you have to think, okay, how am I going to get from my bed to the bathroom? How am I going to get from here to my kid's room, right? And you have to think about it all the time. When you're going up and down steps, because I'm up on the second floor here, I have to always think about what I'm doing and actually watch how I'm stepping. Some of you never even think about that. I never thought about it when I was young. I never hold the handrail. I go up and down the steps like it was nothing. I never ever thought of it once. I don't think I've ever held the handrail my whole life. I go up and down it. Now I keep my hand over the handrail because I need to grab it, because sometimes I start to fall. And I've fallen up the steps, but not down the steps, luckily, because when I'm going down, I'm always like super careful. I mean, I've slipped a few times. I've almost fallen a few times. But I always have that handrail ready, because that's death right there, everybody. That's I fall down the stairs. That's it for me. I'm a goner, or I'll be seriously injured. So I'm always watching that. So that's my everyday. My everyday is just trying to go from point A to point B, and point A to point B. Now, when you lived a life of carefree wonder like I did when I was young, I never, never worried about that stuff. I partied. I did crazy things. I, went surfing. I went snowboarding. I did all of these crazy things that, I luckily did not injure myself in. And then now it's like so guarded. Everything that I do is guarded. Everything I have to go is doing. When I go to sleep, I have to be careful that I don't suffocate, because what happens is I can't breathe. And so I stopped breathing in the middle of the night. And I bet you that was causing me to stop breathing in the middle of my sleep too. Duh. I mean, it's obvious now. It's obvious once you know what the problem is. It's kind of like anything in life, right? Yeah, it's so, well, I wouldn't say it's all bad. I say you have little pockets of bad, right? The problem is doctors are like human auto mechanics, everybody, and they got to turn their emotions off, because otherwise they have the #1 suicide rate in the world, by the way. Do you know that, doctors? You'd think because they're rich and, a doctor and well-respected and whatnot, that they would be, just fine. But they got to deal with people's problems all day long, and those problems build up. And most doctors don't care whether you live or die. I can tell you, I spent tens of thousands of dollars going to all these doctors trying to get better. And most of them didn't care. They just want to make sure to capture my billing. I actually heard someone say that. I can't believe they said it when I was there. It was so incredibly rude and disrespectful that I called them on it. I go, you don't do that when I'm here. When I'm not here, you can talk about my billing all you want, but don't be telling me you're going to capture my billing when I'm here. That's because I heard him say it in the other room. I said, no, that's not cool, bro. Don't be doing no capture billing. And I went to some doctors that, they're just scumbags. And they just had they were just in the pocket of the insurance companies. The insurance companies are just like, the insurance companies don't care if you live or die. They want you to pay them a whole lot of money and not have to give it back to you, right? Shouldn't you get your money back at the end of the year if you didn't use your insurance, right? Car insurance, health insurance. Shouldn't you get that money back, right? Because you didn't use it. You should get it back, right? You don't. They keep it. That's how they get rich. And they don't want to spend the money back on you. This way they save the money and they get to pay themselves all that money instead of basically using it for you. So walk into it with open eyes, everybody. Make sure that doctor actually is a decent doctor and that doctor cares whether you live or die, or at least pretends to care. My main doctor is awesome. He's helped me a lot. This doctor is really good. And my heart doctor is really good as well. Because at my age, I don't mess around anymore. I've learned my lesson, everybody. I just assumed that all doctors were awesome. They are not. You got to be the advocate for your health. And I've been doing that now for 10 years, where I'm like, no, I have to be in charge of it, not them. They're not going to tell me what to do. I'm going to tell them what I need. This is what I need. This is the problem I'm having. I need somebody to care whether I live or die. Right? That's what I've been fighting for the last 10 years. Because I can tell you, only 2 out of 11 of those doctors cared whether I'd lived or died. They're the only ones who made any contribution for me getting to where I am now, where I can talk to you guys. I can sit here on stream for 10 hours and play with Legos. I mean, I did that Lego stream, by the way, like it was nothing. That was like the first stream I've done in the entire time I've been on Twitch, where I didn't feel like I was struggling. Like I feel like I was getting too dizzy or I had to lay down or whatever. I mean, it's like revolution, everybody. I mean, it's like night and day for sure. Now, the Lego stream is on the VOD here, and eventually it will roll out. I'm going to do a little fast motion thing of it again. I didn't have enough time to do it here. I was literally queuing up videos until like 5 o'clock in the morning, everybody. I almost forgot I had an appointment today, too, because I'm so bad with my memory. I'm hoping my memory comes back now because I think my brain's been asphyxiated all this time, and that's why I have a bad memory. Because you just think, well, it's because I'm getting older, but it could have been because I wasn't getting enough oxygen, everybody. It could have been because I wasn't able to breathe. That's crazy, man. I think it's like a crazy thing to think about, that you were slowly getting strangled, you were slowly getting suffocated over a long period of time. And you wouldn't even realize it, right? If it happened slow enough, you wouldn't know. Like, I didn't know. I mean, if it was happening over, say, the last 8 to 10 years, that I was slowly, my throat was closing up, and I didn't know, how would you know, right? How would you know? You don't know. You might notice because, you're having trouble eating food, or you might have trouble doing that. But it had to grow very severe, like life-threatening severe, before I really thought, okay, there's something going on here. There's something wrong with my throat, everybody. And now we good. You're sad you missed it? Well, I let you guys know ahead of time. I even scheduled it on my Discord. I let you guys know because I was just going to do it as a bonus stream, just pop up bonus stream. But I actually scheduled it last week because I keep missing it. Because every time I go to do a stream, it'll be like my kids, their battery goes out, or my wife needs help, or someone locked themselves out of their car, or this needs to be done, or that needs to be done, right? It's like a constant interruption. So this time I scheduled it and said, look, everybody, I got this stream on through. It was funny because after that, I was going to do a whole bunch of stuff. I was going to upload a bunch of stuff. Patreon, which I did do last night. And that stuff will roll out over time. But that's what I was going to do after that stream, but I didn't have time because we went for like 10 hours. That was a long stream, everybody. That was hardcore. I've never even thought that Legos could be that hardcore, everybody. It never even dawned on me that people go, really? I mean, you got to think some of these Lego peeps are amazing, everybody. That's amazing to sit there for 7 hours and build Legos. I mean, that's not like regular Lego building like we were doing on the other 2 sets. The regular Lego building that I know as a kid is you take 2 pieces and you push them together, and then you take another one, you push them together. But this was like, I was like engineering the thing. I was putting all these pipes and lines and things. I don't even know what I was doing it for. I was doing all of these little like advanced Technic style sets. To do the whole undercarriage of the thing. And then we started doing the top part, and that was like, put the pieces in. That part I understand. But hey, big love to all you Lego builders out there. That is some hardcore stuff, man. Big love to all you guys. There you go. I agree with you because I've had the same experience with doctors, but I've come across doctors who care about my health. Exactly, Akia. Yeah, you gotta find the right ones. You gotta be a good advocate. If the people are not taking care of you, you gotta say, no, I don't think so. I don't want this doctor. This doctor sucks. I want this other doctor. Give me an alternate. Give me a second opinion. You definitely want to get second opinions on everything, especially major surgeries, major things that you got going on. You don't want to get diagnosed with a brain cloud and then not get a second opinion on that one. Little reference to Joe versus the Volcano, everybody. If you have not seen that movie, really great with Tom Hanks and Meg Ryan. Incredibly fantastic. Fantastic movie, one of my favorite movies. I'm gonna get disconnected. Hold on, I gotta click some things. I'm talking too long here at the top of the stream. But hey, everybody, feeling so much better. I can't believe it's such a night and day difference on how my dizziness has gone down, how it's helping me sleep a little bit better, how I can breathe all the time, how I'm not as foggy all the time. It's happened within a week, everybody. It was like someone was choking me to death, and all of a sudden, now it's done, and then now it's like a weight is lifted. You know what I mean? It's like a whole fog is lifted in there. Now I'm not gonna obviously go back to the 20-year-old version of me, which is right over here, by the way. The 20-year-old version of Kismet right here. There I am. Look at me. Look at that young kid right there. Rich as could be, everybody. Rich, super important graphic designer right there. Look at that young version. I keep it here with my wife and kids right here on my desk. That's the young version of me at 20 years old. That's when I first met my wife. She was graduating from college at the time as a graphic designer, by the way. I never graduated from college, by the way, everybody. I went off and did my thing. Like a lot of top people did, like, Steve Jobs and Bill Gates from Microsoft and all that people. They saw an opportunity in the moment, and they went and they took that opportunity. That's what I did. Instead of studying, I was so far ahead of everybody in college. I was so far ahead. They had no idea about computers. They were just learning graphic design. I was like, it was like knowing the answers to the test, everybody. The only time I've ever done that in school is when they had a computer test. They had a computer test, and I think I've told the story before, but I'll tell it real quick here. I'm the type of person that has to reread the same paragraph over and over. I'm a work hard, smart kind of person. There's like smart people, which I've known those people, but then there's the work hard people like me who have to keep reading that same paragraph over and over and over until you finally understand it, right? You read it 100 times. I don't know. But they gave us computer tests, and I knew everything on there because, of course, I've been using computers since I was like 7 years old. And in those days, computers were new. No one had any clue about computers. I'd already been using them for 5-10 years, right? Nobody had a clue in high school, when I was in high school, about computers. They just had come in that last year, in my senior year. They just got computers added, which is cool because I was a TA for the computer class, but I never showed up. My teacher was really cool. He's just like, yeah, go ahead, Kismet. You just take the last period off, because I didn't have last period, and then my TA was before that, so I went and got into mischief with my friends. I was very bad, everybody, very bad. But I went off and just had a good time as a kid, my senior year. But I took that test, and I finished it like in 5-10 minutes. I was like, oh yeah, okay, that's a hard drive, that's a monitor. I mean, super basic stuff that people didn't even know in those days. I mean, okay, monitor, hard drive. And I finished it so fast that it shocked everybody in the classroom and the teacher. And I said, yeah, and I wrote my name at the top and all that thing, and I handed it in. And I guess someone took my name off the test and wrote their name on the test. And so I got an F on that test because they took theirs and put theirs in there instead of mine. So they switched it, right? And I was shocked. I was absolutely shocked. I was like, wow, the one thing I actually know, I got an F. So I went in there and I said, no, this is not right. No. I've been working with computers since I was a kid. I've been using this. This is totally not right. This is not my test. You can see up here at the top that someone wrote my name. That's not my handwriting. That is not it. And then they're like, no, blah, blah, blah. No, I'm telling you. Somebody switched it. And then they looked through all the whole pile, and they could see someone erased something, which you couldn't quite read because they erased it really well, and then wrote their name. And I'm like, that's my test right there. And their test, A+, got every single one right. And I'm like, I'll take the test again. Come on, let's go. Give me the test right now. I'll take it right this second, right in front of you. Because I'm hardcore, everybody. I don't mess around. I don't get screwed over. And they're like, okay, let's go. And I'm like, boom. And I'm like, boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Got every single one of them right. Bam, right there. So somebody tried to in-run me there, everybody. I don't mess around. That person got in big trouble, everybody. Don't cheat. Don't cheat. Don't cheat. So yeah, that was the only test I was able to do that. was in computers. So then, of course, I was also studying graphic design, 3D architecture, and architecture in general, and studying all of that stuff. I absolutely was absorbed. I was fascinated by the whole process of how you do graphic design and how it goes out to the press or gets printed, and later on it would be electrostatic plotters that would print out big billboards, and how things got made, right? How are boxes made? Like, great example, like how is this box printed? Right? Well, obviously not going to be printed like this. It's going to be printed flat, right? When you print it flat, you can actually see some of the printing stuff on it. Let's see if this has it. That's probably on this side. There's like actual printing stuff on there that helps you see it. I'm going to have to pull it away here. But there's like what's known as registration marks. This underneath here. Registration marks, you'll see little color squares. Go into your cereal box, everybody, and open up the top of the cereal box, and you'll see these little colored squares with looks like a little plus. Those are called registration marks. That's how things are printed. Like, how is this done? How is this made? How is it glued? How is it put together? Well, this goes on a press flat. It's printed. These are called die cuts, so it cuts this part out later on, right? So it's all printed on one big sheet. It's die cutted out like this, so you get these little flaps on the side. This whole part gets cut out. And then, now they have machines that just do it. They used to have to fold it in the old days by themselves. But now they have a machine that just does it. Somebody engineers a machine and then just run the flat thing through there, glues it, puts it together, and then boom, you put the stuff in there, puts the stuff in there, and then it glues it down, and you're good. That's it. I wanted to know how that was done. And so that's what I spent my childhood doing, learning how all that stuff is done. How do CDs get made? How do the laser discs back in the day, how do those get made? How do floppy disks get made, right? What does it do? What's inside a floppy disk? I've torn a bunch of them open just to look to see what was inside of them, right? Those are what I wanted to know. I wanted to know how that stuff was done. And that's the important thing. Well, speaking of doctors, I was supposed to get an MRI today, but my insurance is still denying it. I hate it when they make you jump through hoops. That's their job, everybody, is to make you jump through hoops. Yeah, I've had a few MRIs. Let me tell you another quick story. I guess this is going to be Kismet story time here first, and then we're going to get into some gaming. So what I did is I went in for my first MRI ever, where they put you in the machine and then they slide you in there and you feel like you're, trapped inside the machine. So I went in there and they were doing it, I don't know, for 30 minutes or so, and the power went off in the entire hospital, everybody. I'm in that machine and the power went off. So I'm stuck in that machine. I'm stuck in there. So I just went to my happy place. I'm sitting in Hawaii. I'm out on the beach. I'm having a Leilani smoothie. I'm chilling out, just having a good time. And so I was stuck in there for like 15 minutes, and then their generators finally came on. And then, boom, they got me out of there. But now I have to do the whole thing again because it goes for like 45 minutes. So I had been in there already 30 minutes. Now I have to wait for them to reset everything and then do the whole thing again for another 45 minutes. I'm not really that claustrophobic, but after a while, you just get uncomfortable because you're in that thing and you can't really turn over. You can't really move. You just start getting really, really uncomfortable as well. So yeah, that was my first MRI experience, everybody. So hopefully that didn't happen to you. That sucks, everybody. That really sucks. I think there's going to be a zombie attack when you get an MRI. I don't know. Maybe you'll become the zombie because you get bombarded by all sorts of stuff right there. I don't like to feel. I feel like trapped. Exactly, Brando. That's what it is. It feels like you're in a coffin. But then again, that's why you're there, is so you don't end up in a coffin, right? That's why you're there getting that MRI. That MRI does help. Actually ended up going to this scumbag doctor who was making up crap, everybody. Stuff that I didn't even talk to him about. I was like, I don't know who this doctor is, but he's full of crap. Now, of course, I'm just a regular guy, so this guy's a doctor, so he's got the prestige. And I was like, not even going to bother. I was like, nah, I can see what you guys are doing. You're trying to screw me over, as a because insurance companies, that's what they do, because they don't want to pay you, everybody. They don't want to pay for stuff. So this guy was a scumbag, and what he was doing, it was just bailing or making up crap. And he was also saying how bad everybody else was, how bad my MRI was, or how bad my other doctor was, how bad my other person was, and they don't know what they're talking about. He knows everything. This guy, by the way, 350 pounds, by the way. This guy is 350 pounds telling me how to do my health. He's like, oh, I got sleep apnea. And oh, really? Do you have trouble breathing? Do you stop breathing? No. I'm like, what? That's what sleep apnea is. Sleep apnea is you have trouble breathing. You have trouble sleeping. He's like, well, I don't have that problem. And I'm like, oh whatever, bro. I should have realized it right away. But you got to think that I'm sick. I'm trying to get my problem fixed, right? I want to go to this other, research center where they're doing research on hearing loss and hearing problems like dizziness. So I'm trying to get from this guy to go to that big one. And then my doctor just said to me, you know what? This is something you're probably going to have to live with for the rest of my main doctor. And then the second he said that, everybody, that's when you make a choice. You want to lay down and die, or do you want to get up and keep fighting and live? And I chose the second one. As well. Now I'm here. And now, of course, I've gone through this gigantic journey of, spending tens of thousands of dollars. Just my whole entire retirement, wife's retirement. I have no retirement. I absolutely obliterated my entire retirement on these doctors. And so I finally now have another piece of the puzzle. Another piece of the puzzle solved. So do not trust doctors, everybody. Make sure that they are legit. Make sure that they do care whether you live or die. That's the moral of that long story. All right. Yeah. You got to get in there and get it going. Yeah, Brando. I know that's a tough one, man. I feel for anybody who has medical issues, everybody. I mean, people have it way more severe than me. But that was life-threatening. That throat thing was certainly life-threatening. That was going to suffocate me to death slowly over time, which is really scary. Really scary that built up to such a point that I literally was going to die from it. I literally was going to just suffocate to death. I was going to go to sleep one night, stop breathing, and that was it. That's scary stuff. I want to live on, everybody. I want to see my kids grow up. I want to see my grandkids maybe one day. And spoil the hell out of them. Buy them drum sets and, go hook them up with some cappuccino and then drop them off at my kids and then watch them suffer like we did, like me and my wife has done from them going crazy and stuff, And I tell my kids that. But would I really do that? Probably not. Probably not. But it's funny to think about, right? It's funny to think about that kind of stuff. All right, everybody. I know we've been talking. I didn't know I was going to talk that long. I could have went into just chatting. But hey, let's go play some games. Let's do it. I'm just so excited, everybody. I'm just so excited about potentially having a new lease on life. One of the things I did notice, though, I did gain 5 pounds back, everybody, during all of that turmoil. I was down 10 pounds, but now I'm back up to 190 again. So I gotta watch my health. But now that I can breathe, everybody, I can work out. I can really get into it, because I was having trouble when I was walking and stuff like that too. That I was having trouble breathing. So good stuff. All right, let's first start with some Fallout 76. I'm gonna go ahead and take you guys on a tour here, and I'm just getting my characters food and water up here. Now, I might notice I'm in a different environment than I was in my normal camp. And that's because I have made another camp that I actually had before, but not this elaborate, everybody. This is super elaborate. Now, one of the places on the map that actually has one of the best locations in the wasteland is right up here by the crater. This is where the crater is, up here. It's also a little bit over here from the winding path. It's in the upper right corner, kind of really up in the middle of the map. Over here by the Wavy Willards Park. And right here, in this particular spot, it has the best kind of combo of nodes. It has a lead node and a junk node. Now, I've been having trouble with lead because I keep running out of it, because I'll make 15,000 ammo in a day and then burn through the entire amount. So what I've done is I've gone up here and built myself a camp up here again. I call it the Kismet Lead Rocket location for Red Rocket, and it's also collecting red, and then of course after me. So what I've done is I've gone through and done a little bit of innovations on it, and I spent a lot of time fixing it. I was in a creative zone the other day. So what I did is I have a lead node. Now this lead node is actually being protected by the foundations. If you didn't know, your foundations can actually go through a lot of different elements. What you do is you put one back here, and then you can put those other ones and they attach here, and they will collide with other objects like that, so you can protect them from getting damaged from other mobs. You can also see I went in and I must have done this like 100 times, everybody. I would move the thing up a little bit just to get it centered between the two nodes. You'll see why, because they're like really far away from each other. They're like max distance away from each other, and you've got to protect them from getting damaged. Otherwise, the mobs go right for them and damage them. So what I've done is I built out the outside of this to protect this lead node. Obviously, I put the mineral extractor down first, and then I put the foundation down. Whoa, God, scared me. Oh, rad rumble. God, that made me jump. I'm going to get there here in just a second. I'm going to do a tour first. Hopefully I get there in time. Basically, or actually I can do the tour after, I guess. Let's go do rad rumble first. Hold on, we'll come back for the tour. You're like, Kismet. Let's go. Let me get my peeps in here then. He's already in a group. All right, man, I'm going to start a new group, bro. I'm going to get TARDIS in. I'm going to convert it to a public team. I'm going to go ahead and get my power armor out. God, that literally made me jump, man. I was so in the zone of going on a tour there. All right, we'll come back and do a tour in a second here. We want to get this radiation rumble going on. I don't even know what my dailies are. I'm so not in it. Not red rum, it's radiation rumble. Rad rumble. TARDIS has my back. I appreciate you, TARDIS. All right, let's do it. Radiation rumble, let's go. I'll even turn the sound on. Let's go. So yeah, everybody, feeling so much better. Again, night and day. My nose still runs all the time, though. I mean, I don't know why fall has got to be such full of allergies. Whoa, is this? Oh, it's already started. Already started. I'm a-coming. I'm on the way, brother. Oh, I didn't make any of this other ammo. Oh, we got the people standing out there. Come on, dude. Loot later. And don't stand out there. All right, I didn't make any ammo, so... Oh, and we got people grabbing the stuff. Got 5 minutes left. All right, not too bad. See if I get a few hits in. Yeah, look, that guy's using his explosive weapon. Those are all getting nerfed, everybody. Getting nerfed big time. I suggest to think about some other builds. They are nerfing or removing explosive effects on stuff for this very reason. See how that person over there just trying to get a hit in? Some of these weapons have explosive effects that shouldn't have it. And I know it kind of sucks. I know some people love to be OP. I don't. I feel like it makes you not want to play the game if you're too OP. Restart behind here. My turret's still doing good. See, what they don't realize, every time they go out there, if they're just shooting mobs out there, they're actually slowing down the spawn. They don't realize that, because what happens if you're standing there, it offsets the spawn. How do I know? I've seen it done. It'll actually offset the spawn further away. It does it on the other side, too. If you're standing too far out, it'll start spawning on the side or on the left, instead of just continuously coming in, which is what you want. You want those mobs just to be continuously flowing in, non-stop flowing in over and over again, and then let everybody get a tag and everybody gets the loot. I mean, there's no reason to one-shot him anyway. I'm just tagging him. You can see I don't do that much damage. I mean, I could if I wanted to. I could just, you know, hold my gun on him and wipe him out. But again, the whole point of it is just to get a few hits in and let everybody get a few hits in, and then everybody gets credit. In fact, TARDIS, H2O, and Foggy over on that other side over there are also getting credit because they're in my group. And I'm getting credit for what they're hitting over there, and they're getting credit for what I'm hitting over here. And what I try to do is I try to drag it back to the middle. This way, everybody gets credit in the middle as well. So hopefully in the future, everybody, you can be able to get more of a hit in on these mobs after the update. Especially sucks. Imagine if you were like, you know, a level 30 player and you're in here trying to get a hit in on these mobs. Not gonna happen, bro. Not gonna happen. So, some people are saying they're going through an entire event and then they got no loot. Zero loot. Now, some people do it on purpose. They purposely kill all the mobs as quick as they can so other people cannot hit it. So I suggest to stay back, though. Don't be all up there. See, look, everybody's all up there. Like, we could be just getting rows and rows and rows of mobs at this point. I just do the best I can do, everybody. I'm not in charge of everybody else. Oh, I forgot to clear my overlay thing. There we go. I'm not in charge of what they're doing. I'm just doing what I'm doing.
Keep going. We'll hold out as long as we have to.
That. I got one shot. Even before I could spin up my, my Gatling laser. That's why I usually use my explosive weapon, by the way. I use that explosive weapon so that I can tag the mobs before they get too far in.
Keep your coming.
Look how they're all fighting to get a kill. They're all fighting to get a hit in.
Don't heal easy.
I refuse to run up there, but until the event is over. Now I run up here and see if there's any extras.
Radioactive dump sites.
Right down that way, and then I'll shoot down this way to see if there's any extras. Also, it gives everybody a time to go in and grab, because every time I go to grab something, there's someone who runs in front of me. See that? There's someone who always runs in front of me. But there's usually a mob or two maybe down here that hasn't been killed. And so I go ahead and grab. Now look at all this stuff on this side. How did I get all this loot? That's because TARDIS and everybody was on this side. I was on the other side, so not only do I get that side, but I get this side too. And so does everybody else in my group. And that is what you call teamwork, everybody. Everybody getting more loot by working together. That's the way I like to do it. That's the way it should be done. Let's go up here and scrap some stuff, because I got a lot of stuff that time. Oh, we got some heavy stuff there. Let's see. Oh, wow, really? Wow, I'm still overburdened. Man, I must have got a massive amount of legendaries there. I'm overburdened by 2. Well, let's have some water, see if that'll help us. There we go. Yeah, see, I drank my water, and I'm ready to bail. All right, back to my camp up here, everybody. Right over... Where is it? Up here. Up here, fast travel. Thanks for that heads up on that radiation rumble. Appreciate it. It wasn't that great. There was, you know, too much one-shotting going on, but, you know, hey, we got it. we got a little bit of loot there. Not too bad. Again, everybody, I'm not a big fan of the whole one-shotting stuff. I think while it's cool, it also takes away something from the game. It makes the game unbalanced. And just consider yourself lucky to got to do it this long. Now, here it is, everybody. Here is my other mega base that I built out. Man, I was having the greatest time building this out over the weekend.
You're good to go, friend.
Yeah, I know, right? Now, where I was at is I was inside this vault door right over here. And I'll go get out of my power armor now. And we'll go ahead and start on that tour. Now, again, right over here is this lead scrap. And this lead scrap comes up every 25 minutes. It fills up with about 14 lead. And then it'll be full. Then it will not do anything. It will not collect anymore. So you got to come pick that up every 25 minutes. And then out here, you can see I've got the vault door. I got the moo-moo. I've got the giant vault door out here. I was going to decorate it more, but I haven't had time. I've also made myself a bit of a garden down here. I made random people some gardens, so when they come through, if they need anything from the garden, it's kind of a cool stepped garden. Man, I must have done this 100 times. I built it and then redid it and built it and tried something new, tried something different. I mean, I just for hours and hours and hours. I probably did for like 7 hours, just sitting here working this camp over and over and over again until I got it the way I want it. We have the double kill box. We got one up here to take care of the top side, and then one out there to take care of that, the old Kismet kill box, which is the greatest thing ever. Probably the best thing I ever invented. And then down here, we got the turbo fertilizer. Now, I got this from Minerva over the weekend. I have never owned one of those, everybody. I always get to that point, and then I start over. And then over here, we got the chicken coop. And, of course, in here, we got all of our crafting stuff. And, of course, our popcorn machine, our coffee maker there. And then also our fusion core charger. So our fusion cores that we just burned up, we can just go ahead and put right back in there to let those charge up. We'll take a few more out of the bank there. And we're good to go. Now, of course, any of my bases, you know, is going to have an extra junk node there through your Collectron. But this one also has a second node. And you can see over here, I have a junk extractor, extracting a bunch of junk too. So I actually have 2 junk nodes at the exact same spot, because that's what the Collectron acts as the junk node. So now I've got a lead node up there. I've got a junk node down here. I've got all of my buffs, of course, lined up down here like I usually do. We've got a garden up there. And you know that any of my camp is also going to have purified water. Right back here. And of course, I had to get this vendor, everybody. I had to get this fortune teller vendor because that's cool, everybody. That's cool. I had to use my caps on that. Now, this is doing purified water. Now, these are small ones. So these are only going to collect 2. Look, that's actually a daily I just did too. So these are only going to do 2. So, and this, again, takes about 20, 25 minutes for these to fill up. So you want to come down here and you want to clear these out. Now, I find that sometimes purified water, depending on how much you're doing and what size you're doing, can be between 25 minutes, an hour, sometimes up to 2 hours before they actually fill up, and then you need to collect them. Also, I have the other collecting item, which is the morbid well collector, which like blood and all sorts of weird stuff. Oh my God, Project Paradise too. Man, we are always on fire, man. We are, wherever we go, man, we are activating all the best events. We are absolutely on fire. Hold on, I gotta clear some of this. Now, the biggest problem with this, everybody, is that I am not near a area in which I can sell stuff or trade stuff out. So I'm gonna go ahead and put these away in the bank here, like this. And again, you can see I have all the buffs. Now, I have 2 nodes. Again, junk extractor and lead are the 2 base nodes, and then I built this whole entire base around those 2 nodes. And that's why the top side up there is at a different angle than the bottom side down here. And doing stuff that's not symmetrical is pretty tricky, everybody. To get this all to line up perfectly like this, it looks easy, but it ain't. This is literally hours and hours and hours of moving my little camp thing that you put down. The little camp, this thing right here, which is the thing you put down in between. Now, obviously, it wasn't there to start. It was in between this node and the node that's way over there. So it's about halfway up the hill. So I put it down there, and then I go, okay, can I build out a wall behind because the lead node is the most important one, because that's the one I'm collecting so I can make ammo. So I kept moving it back a little, and then I move it too far, and then I move it forward, and then I build it out. What you want to do is do a lot of test building. So I built it out to see if it would line up, and I could do a ramp there, and then I could walk up the ramp and do all of that. I was going to build my base really high up again, but I thought, nah, just make a ramp and just have it where it's 2 levels down there. And then this, when I tried to run it nice and straight, it did not block the node. You can see the node actually sits out just a little bit here at the end. But the point is so mobs can't come up and shoot that extractor, right? So you can actually cover it up using your thing there. And you can see that's a junk node down there. And by the way, you can just directly harvest the junk node too. It doesn't affect your extraction, by the way. It only just allows you to get a little extra loot directly. So what I had to do to make this be covered up is actually run this in a different direction. So I started with this one back here, and then I added another one and then another one so it would extend out and be blocking that node. So again, it wouldn't get shot and destroyed. It can still get destroyed. It can actually get hit from the end or get hit from the top. The one that's really nice and secure is the lead node, because that one is the one I don't want to stop. The junk node, if it gets broken, I'm not going to be that heartbroken. But the lead node is the whole reason why my character's here, to extract that lead, because I've been using up all of my lead. And I had thousands and thousands of lead, everybody, and I use it up when I'm making my 50 cal ammo. And the funny irony is that I am making a lot more 50 cal ammo than you normally would. Like normally, you make, say, 120 ammo out of there. And what I'm doing, because I have a bunch of cards that allow me to make more ammo, like Ammo Smith, gives me 80% more rounds. Plus, I have the legendary perk, which I do need to get up to the last thing here, so I have 150%. But I have 100% more there as well. Trying to see. Someone's walking behind me. I don't know if they're trying to get my attention. They'll text me if they're trying to get my attention. And you can see that, again, I'm also, repairing my weapons at 200% and all of that. But the thing is, I'm making lots of ammo. So imagine if you weren't making like double or triple the amount of ammo that you normally would, how much resources you have to collect to make ammo. And I feel like it's a little tedious to do that, but we are going to get an ammo bench, supposedly, where it's much like the scrap box, where you can put that ammo. I know exactly where I'm going to put it. I'm going to put it right there. I put that ammo bench down. Now, I still do have my other camp, everybody, because you can have multiple camps, which is awesome. So when I need lead on the weekends, I'll be using this camp. But normally, I will have my Tycoon HQ because it's just closer to where I want it to be. But I did want to show you this before I did switch over to my other camp, because I did put a lot of effort into this camp. I mean, this is literally, again, 5-6 hours worth of work here. And I got my turbo fertilizer, which I need to add to my other camp. See, I got Icarus sack. I don't even know what that stuff does, everybody. I have no idea. I have no idea because I've never had that before. And I typically don't use food or water at all. But this is one of the best places in the game to get both a junk node and a lead node at the same time. Junk gives you all resources. Lead gives you, obviously, the specific lead. Now, if you need acid, acid is right up here because you're going to need that for making ammo as well. Right over here at Hemlock Holes, there's actually 3 acid there. Steel, I would say Grafton steel if you want to do that one. That one usually has a lot of mobs. Make sure you put up some Kismet kill boxes to protect yourself. Up here at, where's the day I'm at? Up here, there we go. Up here at Grafton Steel is a really good one. That one's got a lot of steel. It's got 4 steel nodes. Actually, the 2 steel nodes actually act as double. So it's like, that's why it's 4. So basically you power both those up and they take twice the amount of power, but they do produce a lot of steel. I actually prefer, because I'm usually getting fusion cores at the same time, I actually prefer using the power plant over here at Thunder Mountain, which has steel as well. So while I'm running by to get my fusion cores, I also run by and get that steel. But I've got so much steel now that I don't need to do it anymore. Same thing with acid. Another one I really love is this one right here, because this has 3 junk nodes. And those junk nodes is every type of resource, right? So you're going to get lead there as well. You're going to get, all the different types, acid and whatnot. That one I usually get every single time when I'm off stream. I go and I get that junk node. Even if I'm not getting fusion cores, I will get that Charleston landfill just to get that extra junk so I don't have to go and collect as much. So some great Kismet tips there to get that going on. Now there's somebody actually in my spot right now, my normal spot down here. And what I do is I actually will switch servers. I will switch server if someone is in my camp spot over there. And again, I just wanted to show you guys that before I swap it. And this is something that I'll leave on the weekends as well, so that people can come into my camp and buy stuff. Now, it's kind of tucked behind here. I was thinking of maybe moving this out of here because it's kind of hard to know whether that's a vendor or not. So I was thinking maybe moving that up there, maybe moving this over a little bit, so you'll know where the actual vendor is. Now, again, it looks like a cart, but nobody knows that it's a vendor. So here's the #1 way, and I left it out for a reason, just to show you guys. This is the #1 way to let people know, if you're new to the game or if you have never done this before, is you use the Vault Boy. So we're going to go find him. He's in here somewhere. There he is. I went right past him. So what you do is you use the Vault Boy. You got the Vault Boy there, and you just point at the vendor, just like that. And then what you do is you have him also going the other way. So you do this. This is the #1 way to let everybody know where your vendor is. And everybody uses it as well. Now, I like to also put some lights in there. I like to also put the word open in there. It's actually already got built into there. Now, of course, the people who are in the know obviously going to know what that is. But one of the things I also like to do is put lights on it just to get attention. And you'll see back in my other camp, I'm using the same technique over here as well. Where is it at? Right here, our klaxon light. And then I'll just put it right here at the top again to get people's attention. That's where it is, right? So if you're coming in, and by the way, wherever this thing is, usually people teleport in offset from that. Like they'll teleport in right here, which you saw TARDIS and Foggy do. Boom, they teleport in right here. So remember, that's going to be offset from there. Try not to put that in a place where they're going to end up in the foundations. Sometimes they will anyway, because it kind of randomizes it a bit. It won't let you actually set a certain target, and that's probably because people misuse that thing. Also, by the way, I did find out that apparently it's in workshops. In workshops, you can use a fast travel target. I don't know if that's still in the game. I forget who was telling me that. And there we go. You have a go-to spot for copper? Yeah. Copper is pretty easy because it happens to be right at the same place I go and get the junk. Right over here at one of the greatest places in the entire game, or maybe the greatest place, I think, in my opinion. The Charleston landfill. Also get copper there while you're getting that junk. And guess what? The junk nodes are going to give you copper as well. Right? You also got an aluminum node and a steel node, though, so another great place to get steel. That's always my go-to place. It's like my favorite place to collect resources in the game. And the events are not that hard. It's usually nearby where I usually have my camp here, too. Right up here at the Tycoon HQ. Oh, nuke went off. Venturo's firing off a nuke. So that's usually where I put my camp. Now, I was about to jump ship here onto another server, but we'll go ahead and we'll do this nuke first. Since he went through all the effort to shoot it off here. Let's go ahead and go into team battle. Let me go ahead and get my armor out, and we'll go do a nuke right over here. Now, one of the cool things that I can do, everybody, since I do have multiple bases, is that I can activate another camp out here by where the Scorch Beast Queen is. And one of the cool things about activating that is, you can see, watch this, I have to get up in the sky. Watch this as I get in the power armor. It's going to make me fall down, so I actually have to pick up the power armor. And put it down. It looks like my power armor is broken, too. I don't know what's going on with that left leg over there. Power armor's been funky since the last update, everybody, so just roll with it at this point. Yeah, there it goes. See, it's now putting my fusion core in. And that's because you take your fusion core out and maybe you charge it or something. What you do when you have that problem is you just literally just put the fusion core in manually. Then you just get in your power armor and you'll be fine. Like that. That's because you took the fusion core and you put it in a charger or you put it away in your bank or something. And it confuses it. Now, you can see my camp's gone. There's that junk node. And then right up the hill. I mean, it's the maximum distance that you could possibly get away. Right up here is that lead node.
Attention, citizens. Nuclear strike imminent.
Nuclear strike imminent.
Please exit
Oh
the
God, I'm
area
overburdened
at your
too.
earliest convenience.
I'm overburdened.
Thank you for your cooperation.
Let's drop some of this. Man, I should have put some more stuff in my bank, apparently. Let's see, what can we do? Let's just have some purified water, try to bring our weight down. What are we at? All right, just eat up that purified water. Doing a lot of purified water drinking. Really? I should be... What? Why does it say I'm overburdened? I'm 317 to 330. Oh, there's something definitely going on. My power armor actually should take me like 490. Something going on. I think one of my legs are busted, thus it brought my weight down. Yeah, it still says I'm overburdened. That's weird. Something's weird there. All right, hold on. I'm taking that out. Yeah, I actually am overburdened when I'm in my power armor. Whatever. All right, I'm going to go down here to my kill box and deal with it down there. So there we go. So yeah, that's my best suggestion there, Buck Shamrock, is the Charleston landfill. One of the greatest places in the game, I think, to get resources. Oh, hey, we crushed those 5 retweets. 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 caps. Got here just in time. All right, I don't know what's going on with my power armor. But we got to get it fixed up. Let's see. I'll go ahead and get some shots in here on the Scorch Beast Queen. So cool with a nuke in the background, right? All right, and then I'm promptly going to disappear. One of the cool things they've added to the game are called shelters. Now, in the shelter, you don't get attacked. You can just go inside here and do whatever you need to do. Why is there a... there's a frame in there. Somebody left their frame in the power armor? I don't know what's going on there. That's weird. There's like a frame in the power armor. Frame. And it's not my frame. It's someone else's frame. Because I can't get rid of it. All right, well, that's okay. I'm going to go ahead and move that over there so I can work on my power armor. Now, what I'm going to do is go ahead and attempt to bring my armor out here. There we go, and put that over there and try to figure out what's going on with that left leg here. Let's go ahead and modify repair. What's going on with this over here? Inspect, repair. There's nothing going on with it. Huh. Yeah, again, the power armor's been funky, so I'm going to go ahead and transfer my pieces back out again, like this. And then I'm going to transfer them back in again and see if that solves the problem. Nope, that... Whoa. And then it recalled my armor. Okay. I don't know what to tell you, everybody. That left leg is not damaged. Right here, left arm. And oh, the left leg is missing. It's actually not in there. Oh. Left leg. Yeah, it is gone. It's vanished. Now, don't panic. Everybody, don't panic if you're missing some of your power armor. Here's what you do. You wait it out. You wait for it to show back up again in your inventory. I'm probably going to have to log out and log back in again. But I'm going to have to offload some stuff out of my inventory so that I can use my power armor here. And again, this is how it goes, everybody. Always something. Way too much honey on me there. Wow. Okay, way too much of that. Too much popcorn. Let's go ahead and get rid of all of this stuff. Look at all this stuff on me. Holy moly. Backwater brew. Why do I have that favorited? Canned coffee. Way too much of that on me there. All right. Let's go ahead and offload all of this. If I miss the Scorch Beast Queen, I miss it. I have to Again, this is something I do at the very beginning, everybody, so I can get things going. You know, and then sometimes my crew just starts shooting off nukes or start doing stuff, and I'm not even ready to even go fight because you have to do this every time. You have to micromanage your stuff or you're just too overburdened. And then, you know, you have problems with your power armor disappearing like I'm having right now. I'm going to have to probably quit out and reload. That's what I suggest you do as well. Got to go recall my power armor back into my inventory. So, yeah, after this, I'll have to log out and log back in. But that's okay. We'll switch servers anyway so that I can get my camp. And get it going. Well, maybe it was an explosive left leg. I don't know. Well, that update hasn't come through yet, so... and I've had my stuff break before. You guys saw it, like, with my arm and my head piece was breaking before. I don't know what. I don't know what's going on with the armor pieces. The armor pieces have been doing that now for, you know, for really forever. But recently, since the last update, the armor's been breaking and it stopped stuff. Stop stealing our armors, Todd. I know. Todd's over there going, hey, I want Kismet's left leg piece. Right? All right. Did they kill it already? No. Almost dead. Oh, now it's dead. Yeah, probably because I was inside, I probably won't get credit either, but we'll see. Let's see if I get credit. Nope. Didn't get credit. Oh, well. Again, no big deal. All right. Well, you know, I can only do what I can do. Okay, let's hope I get my left leg back. Oh, it looks like it did come back right there. No, arm, left leg. Left leg. Yeah, Brother of the Steel. It's right there. Yeah, it's right there. All right, I'm jumping out of here. Jumping out of here, going back to the main menu. All right, but I gotta switch to another server because someone's in my spot. So I'm gonna swap. I'm gonna swap somewhere else. Who's this Todd guy? Todd Howard, the director of Bethesda. He's the guy. By the way, I got this cool fortune in a fortune cookie, which I thought was pretty cool. I got it right here. You guys won't be able to read it. I'll read it to you. It says, be yourself and you will always be in fashion. This is very true. That's why I'm always who I am, everybody. I don't play a character on the stream other than the Wasteland Tycoon every now and again. But this is who I am. This is the real me. So, there we go. I jump back in with the same people. Hold on. I think I jumped back into the same world. It feels like the same world. Yep, same world. It didn't actually rotate me off world because I didn't say leave world up there. If you go up there and say leave world, everybody, it will actually jump you to a different server. Kind of like, you know, if someone's being a jerk and you want to get off that server onto another one. I do leave world. Yeah, there's my other camp right there. So you have to go up there and say leave world, and it's a great way to get away from people. You block them, leave world, go to another world, and do that. I'm not trying to get away from anybody. I'm just trying to get where I can bring my camp up on the other place over here. Right there. There we go. Activate camp. You have done your camp too recently. That's because I just logged in. All right, now I gotta wait for this to swap. There we go. And I'm out of here. I can sit there and kill all those mobs and stuff, but I'm just trying to get my daily stuff done. We're so far behind today. So far behind. Oh no, the horror. The horror. Now, I find a great way to fix that problem with your power armor is just to log back out to the main menu and try to log back in again, or just wait it out and see if it does reappear. It does feel like it did reappear there. I can also tell, you know, when you go in to look at your weight, that my weight should be up to like 400 something. And I'm going to find out here in a second when I get out of my power armor. Now, this is my main camp over here. This is Tycoon HQ. I'm going to get out and see if it now shows up in there. It does not show up there, but it could show up in my inventory now. Right here. See? And then I can go ahead and put that back in there, and now I've got my leg again. And then I can also go over here and modify, and it will automatically pull my thing over there. I've also thought, wait a minute, I should have it reversed so that when I'm done doing the power armor, it'll actually put me back in my camp as opposed to off the other way. So I don't have to run around it every time. So I turn my thing around backwards like this. And then also, you can also see the front of it, which is cool when you're working on it. All right, all my pieces are good. Nothing needs to be repaired. My armor is back up and running. Okay, now let's get into all of our basics, which we haven't even got done yet, and we're an hour in. We got to get all of our basics done. Now, one of the first basics that I do is the easiest thing, is basically to get in your bed. In this case, it's an alien bed, stasis chamber, actually. And so you go in there and you wait, and if you have an ally, you'll get your kindred spirit. If you don't have an ally at your camp, you'll get well rested, which will give you bonus XP. Now, my character probably already has it, but these are kind of the checklist that I go through every day of going through and first clearing out my inventory. You saw that I was overburdened there. I was having trouble with my power armor. These are things you need to resolve before you get into a pretty long play session. Now, this takes about 30 seconds, so it does take a while. It feels like forever every time. I don't know, 30 seconds feels like a real long time when you're actually waiting for it. Let's see. I always have a question on 15% less damage. Why standing still more popular? Oh, look out. Kismet Love Train fired up today, everybody. Show Charge some love in the chat. That's 15 months of sub love. Not, I think I missed my thing, whether it came up or not. We'll just assume that it did. Show some love in the chat, everybody. Thank you very much, Charges, for that support of the stream. We're gonna get you guys all back in party here in a second. Hold on, I gotta do my daily stuff first before we get into shooting off nukes and doing daily ops and all of that stuff. Because I have to clear my inventory. Otherwise, I won't be able to do anything, and you guys will just be doing that for nothing. At least I won't be able to participate in it. Let's go ahead and also clear out all of these legendaries that we got earlier, and then I also had a few of them still in my camp. Now, I try to do some of this stuff offline, but like one radiation rumble, everybody, makes you absolutely overburdened with stuff, right? Oh, and I don't have enough legendary points either because I already traded them in previously. So I have to go back over here and put these all back away again. Right in there. There we go. And then my fertilizer, which is a weapon. That is actually ammo. I had no idea. I'll have to figure out what that's all for later on. So we'll go ahead and put all of that in there, and then downscale of our food and water here. All of our aid stuff here looks okay. Let's check our weight here. By the way, I had 5,000 legendary modules. I had to trade them in over the weekend as well. I had way too many on me as well. And then holotapes. I always get these same holotapes every day that I have to get out of my inventory. Why don't you scroll down, bro? Oh, you keep flipping over at the bottom. Back to the top. There we go. We got some plans. We can deal with those later. We can get rid of this stuff. And what else we got? Cannonballs and whatnot in here. Let's get rid of all of that stuff. Let's keep the film because we're going to probably need that as well. Now we're gonna this is gonna be a real short stream at this rate. We're not getting much done here. Do we got a 50 cal ammo? Did I just put it in there? I do. I have just a little bit. Okie dokie. There we go. Okay, we got that going. Brando's chilling out. What up, Brando? We're checking our fusion core generator there, and we need to make ourselves some ammo. So let's go ahead and take a look at what set we're in. We're in a battle set there. Let's go into my ammo set here. Now, by the way, you can change all your perks around, all of that stuff here in Fallout 76, which is awesome. So you can have one set be a crafting set and another set be a battle set and so on. Or you can have one thing that's like repairing your base and all of that. I have a bunch of things for a bunch of different reasons. In this case, I want to make a ton of 50 cal. Right over there. There we go. My lead's looking a lot better now. Look at that. I've got 313 lead over there. Let's see how much I just made. I have 53 level ups to do down here, by the way. 53 level ups. I could probably be getting one of my legendary perks up using all those level ups. I'll get around to it probably off stream and take care of that. What am I looking at? Ammo. Let's see. Around 5,000. I could probably do another 5,000. Now, here's the thing, everybody. When you go to make gunpowder, which is what I need right now, go easy. Go easy on it. I suggest, especially if you have it boosted like I do, if you're using your super duper perk card, boom. Just one round of that, about 10 of that is going to give you more than enough. And if you have enough lead, you can then just go crazy on ammo. That's what I'm going to do here. I'm just going to go my 50 cal here and just tell it to make as much as it can. And there we go. And that was about 20 gunpowder, which made about another 5, 6, 7, 8,000 ammo. That's where I like to be, about 10,000 ammo on my explosive weapon over here, because again, I'm just trying to tag. When we're in the open world, it's hard to tag mobs because so many people are so OP. But hopefully they're working on balance. Right now they're working on fixing, of course, the legacy weapons. And then they will, said they're going to sweep back also for some balance checks. Because, you know, the game is pretty easy mode, everybody. It's pretty, I mean, all Fallouts are really easy mode after level 40, I think. But this one actually, they did a great job called One Wasteland, which raises the hardness of the mobs based on who's around there. It's a little tough for new peeps because if, you know, if you're with somebody who's level 400 and you're level 10, there's going to be huge disparity in the level of those mobs. So you're barely going to be able to do any damage to them, especially if you're in a group. When it's kind of actually promotes being solo at the very beginning of the game, which I don't like. But if you're solo, the mobs are going to be a lot less lower level and then be more close to your level than if you're in a group with a bunch of people who are literally in the hundreds of levels. It's going to be harder for you. So just a heads up. So try to level up with people around your same level, and then that will help you. Or get in groups with peeps who are real high level and just try to bring an explosive weapon and try to tag everything you can, and then they're going to kill it, and then you get basically you get like 10 levels on Radiation Rumble. Yeah, I think this character that I started here is my 6th character, and I started from scratch again. I deleted all my previous characters, started from scratch. And he's like level 300 from doing so many events and being part of so much of the stuff. All right, let me get my crew in here again. Let's do this again. We got Tardis in here. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to invite Tardis, and then I'm just going to create a new team. And you guys can jump in as whoever wants to jump in can jump in. There we go. I always try to get Tardis in because Tardis is usually waiting on me. I appreciate him. Cannot create a public team. You're currently on a team. Oh, that's right. I got to switch it to a public team. I got to convert it to a public team and then intelligence. There we go. I like the public teams. I just don't like it when peeps that are not in my chat join me because then I have to boot them, and I don't want to really boot them. I don't like booting people because they get all mad at me like I'm doing something wrong to them. I'm just trying to bring you guys in. Like I did them wrong. How dare you boot me from group? How dare you? I'm so offended by that. Don't be offended by that, everybody. People probably just try to group up with their friends, you know. All right, we got all that done. Now we're going to run over here. We're going to try to get this done. Sorry if you guys are waving at me or looking at me or whatever over there. Keep busy while I'm doing this. Sometimes people are like trying to get my attention, trying to wave at me, trying to do all that. Don't do that, everybody. Don't come in. If you're new to my stream, you want to come in and join me, you can. You can add me, Kismet on PC. But the thing you don't want to do is just constantly try to get my attention and, you know, wave on the stream and all that stuff, because that's really awkward. It's really awkward, whatnot, and all of that. If you're trying to get my attention, because I'm trying to get prepared to go ahead and play the game here. So I'm going to go ahead and do perception first here. And this is really cool, this one here. And I have all of the buffs here. So again, stay busy while I'm doing other things, everybody. Again, you don't just have to hang around right where I'm at. It gets a little awkward with people just standing there waiting for me as well. Did that come up? I didn't even see it come up. I should have came up by now. Let's see. Let's go look at our perk stats here. Let's see. Do we have our perception? No, it didn't come up. Weird. Weird. All right, let's try it again. Try it again. Let's go. It usually takes about 15 seconds. You'll see it pop up up above me up there. I got out of it too quickly. So basically, this is boosting your perception. There it goes. All right. So there we go. And it gives you +2 perception, not just 1, everybody. It gives you +2, which is pretty awesome. All right, now we're going to get on the exercise bike. Get our endurance going. And we'll get some battles going here in a second. Again, everybody, I feel like we're not going to have enough time for Fallout Shelter today. Again, my doctor's appointment went way too late because we literally got 30 minutes left. 30 minutes left of the stream. So, by the way, everybody, when everybody comes back to my vault, and I'm going to check them later tonight, we'll go ahead and also let you guys choose who you want to be in the vault. So be around for that tonight after some Goat Simulator 3. We're going to do some Astroneer, and then maybe a little Fallout Shelter. Or maybe I'll just wait till tomorrow. That's what I'll do. I got a lot going on here in the stream. So I'll wait till tomorrow, and we'll do that Fallout Shelter stuff tomorrow. After Fallout 76. Usually around 4 p.m., by the way, is when I start Fallout Shelter. That's usually my target. All right, we got those done. Now we're going to go ahead and just hit these easy ones. We're going to go ahead and do the punching bag. Those ones are real easy. You just hit those, boom, you get plus intelligence, plus luck while you're doing something else. So that's a good multitasking moment right there. Now, I don't really know if these are worth it, everybody. If this is worth your time. I mean, if you're going to go, like, to the pit, and you need to boost your perception because you need to convince people to, not be a horrible person, then it would be useful. But for me, I find that I don't usually do all of these. I usually just do the quick, clicky ones and go with those. But I'm trying to get in the habit of doing them, at the top of the stream here and get that going on. All right, well, while we're doing this last one, speaking of battles... accidentally hit the wrong button. All right, let's do a battle. To battle! All right, everybody. Again, we got 6 more days to get these battles going on. I want you guys to get some loot. So let's get it going, all my raiders. Let's do it. Click that link in the chat. Come and join me. We're going to throw down in here. What else do we got to do in these quests over here? I think we're good. We're going to go in the store and see if we got any scrolls we can get. Right there, and we good. All right, back to the battle. And then we can go ahead and get this. Let's say over here. There we go. Man, my vampire, very, very close. Almost max level. Very cool. Now, again, there's a link right there in the chat, everybody, that you can follow. You can find me, Kismet. Find me as your captain. Start putting your units down. It is free to play on mobile and desktop, so anybody can come and join us. Got to be really fun. We basically, the more units you put down, the more chance you have of getting tons of loot, and then, of course, unlocking more and more units. We'll come back to that in about 30 minutes. All right, everybody. I think we're finally ready to get it going on up in here. Now, one of the things I need to do, everybody, and the reason why I get in here is I'm trying to work on my scoreboard. And we're getting there, everybody. We're down to the last few here. Oh, speaking of coins, I got a bunch of coins right there. Nice. Get my toxic waste pile there, too. I feel like the Fallout First is the best right now, everybody, because, again, it's giving you a boost on how fast you can get through this. Plus, it's also giving you, like, tons of double loot. As you go along, you see here I'm getting steel furnace plus 250 gold bullion, which is awesome because you can trade that in and then, of course, go to Minerva and buy some of the best stuff in the game. Really great steel bundle at the end there. So really cool stuff, carry weight boosters and stuff. So we're real close here. So what we want to do is just kind of finish this out. Hopefully we get this done this week because we really only got 1 week left. Because next week, pretty much, I think it's next week or the week after that. Let me go look over here on the calendar. Yeah, it's the week after that. So basically 2 weeks from today, this event's going to be over. So get in game and get it going on, everybody. I feel like we're definitely going to get this done within the next couple of days. I was hoping to get it done today, but obviously had to go to the doctor and tell him how awesome he was, or how awesome he is. All right, what's the other thing? I got a call to axe, destroy robots with the red upper. So I got 10 robots to do there. Complete a refuge daily in expeditions. I don't think I'm going to have enough time to do that. Kill a creature while intoxicated by Meyer magic moonshine. I don't have any of that, but I'm sure my crew does. Get a daily challenge done. So we got to get one more of those done. We're definitely not going to have enough time for expeditions. Yeah, that's okay. That's okay, everybody. I'm pretty close to finishing now. Level up. Let's see. That's not going to happen. Collect legendary script. We can probably get that one going this week. Complete a mission on the pit. Sure. Kill a cultist. Yes. Scrap junk. Yes. And events and all this other stuff will either take care of itself or won't happen. I just try to get to the end, everybody. I don't have to, keep going more and more to the end. Now, because I have all sorts of stuff going on. Hey, Dragon Overlord, what up? So it's always awkward when people walk up and they're just standing in front of me like that. It's very awkward every time. It's almost like someone's trying to give me something or someone's trying to get my attention or whatnot. It's awkward. But hey, I appreciate you coming up. Hello. One of the cool things in game, too, is that you can salute peeps and you can show them some love and all of that. Then see, he's going to come back and he's going to do an emote. Yeah, see, that's cool. I like that part of it. I just don't like it when people just hang out next to me the whole entire time. It is awkward, everybody, in case you don't know. For peeps who are younger and don't realize that when you stand real close to people in America anyway, it makes them feel threatened. It makes them feel threatened, and it makes them go into like fight or flight mode. So know that for all you peeps who are international as well. Know that if you do come to America, don't stand too close to people because they will punch you in the throat. There we go. Oh, you dropped some moonshine for me. See, I knew it was something, everybody. It was something that somebody was trying to do. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate it. Big love. Big love. See, that's my crew trying to help me out. I appreciate it. Okay, so we can do two things at once. Let's see. We just want to get the daily done here today. So we got to destroy robots, and then we have to, but we have to kill creatures with moonshine. I know a great place to go kill creatures. All right, here we go. We're going to get this going. And then we're going to go ahead. We're going to go there first. Then we'll do that first. One of the great places, by the way, if you want to find creatures like the Scorched, because they're creatures, is to go to the silos. So we're going to go ahead and go to Charlie here and get it going on, because there's typically a bunch of ghouls and maybe some Scorched over in this particular location. And ghouls are considered creatures, and so are Scorched. So I'm going to run up here first before I drink the thing, just to see if they're there. And yes, I see them there. Now, they look like they're dead, but I have the targeting HUD, so I can see that they're not dead, right? Plus, I can also try to target them with my VATS. You can't target stuff with your VATS if you are not... Oh, God, here we go. Oh, God, this is not good. All right, let's smoke them. Come on, just wake everybody up. And just go in here and annihilate them all. Now, if you notice, everybody, these guys seem a lot easier than when I'm fighting with my crew. And that's because when your crew's nearby, they actually make the mobs harder, which is good. That's okay. It just gives you better of a challenge. I like the one wasteland idea. It does help a lot. So there we go. We got that done. Now we're on to the next thing. We got to go kill some robots. So now what we're going to do is go up here. Now, this is something that I don't necessarily... Oh, that's not it. I don't necessarily have to do this with the team. Oh, there's AOL Armaments up there. Oh, let's go join that event. So I don't have to do that with a team. The team can go ahead and do that on their own. They go around and do that. I usually try to focus on things that are very team-oriented when I'm with my team. But also there's a bunch of stuff that I only have so much time for, so I try to get that done as well.
Attention patriotic citizens. This is Sergeant Gutsy ABA-1. A United States Army convoy has been attacked. Send authorities and able-bodied individuals to the Robco Research Facility ASAP. ABA-1 out.
Where is my... Oh, I put my thing away. Oh boy. Okay, hold on. Before I start this event, I need my survival tent. It looks like I put my axe away because I don't see it in my list of stuff. Let's hope I didn't trade it into the vendor. Yep, I put my auto axe away. That's exactly what I did. And I need my auto axe for this particular event. Now, what I need to do is I need to kill so many mobs. And I need to talk to my crew here. We also need to do a race here too. I do a lot of stuff here in the stream, everybody. There we go. All right, everybody gonna do AOL armaments. Or AWOL armaments. I don't know why AOL. That just came back in my head. There we go. So what we got to do is go in and talk to this guy, get the event started up. And then I could just run around and kill a bunch of robots, but while we're here, we might as well do the event.
Saboteurs. These bots are crucial military hardware. Currently AWOL and must be recovered.
Hostile target identified.
Activate the emergency resupply. Stay quick about it. I don't have much time left before I need to power down again. The bots are wandering the nearby countryside. No doubt kill them all.
I'm not even listening to that guy. I was running around getting a few hits in on these mobs. Now, one of the problems with doing these events with just random strangers, everybody, is that they just one-shot all the mobs and I won't even get a hit in. I have to kill them very specifically with my axe here to get that credit. Now we have to activate the beacon right in here. And now we're going to get a ton of mobs.
Wait here until they arrive.
This is a really fun event. A bunch of robots coming at you right here.
Prevent my internal processors from
And so what I'm going to do is just kind of sweep over them. I don't have to insta-kill them. Just kind of tag them. Oops. And then my crew can go ahead and get a hit in so they get credit as well. Now, if you're nearby each other, it doesn't matter who kills it. They will get credit. So what I do is I just kind of tag them and drag them. That's my job, everybody. That's what I do. And then over here somewhere, there's usually a mob down there. Or walking across here. I like to blow up cars. I don't know if you guys have ever noticed that. So yeah, drag them in so everybody gets credit. And then we're going to get waves and waves of various different mobs. Tag them like that. I don't know how many of these I got done. I'm at 7 right now. And this thing's like super OP, everybody. This thing's like crazy OP. Look at that. I think it's like crazy OP. I feel a nerf coming for the auto axe at some point, everybody. Because you got to think that I'm not spec'd into melee at all. And not at all. I have 0 stuff into melee. I do have adrenaline, which I just shared to everybody else. But I'm not really spec'd into it. So, I mean, this is like, boom, bye-bye, mob. Oh, we got the kill bot up here. That, I feel like this weapon need to be balanced a little bit. But, hey, there we go. We're going to have some fun with it, though. Big time. Now, if you wanted to level up, everybody, you could level up real fast with this auto axe right now. Absolutely. You can just go in and eliminate everything within sight. I'm going to go ahead and switch over to my Gatling laser now that I got that done. We're going to start tagging and dragging. Let's go. Tag them and drag them. Let's go. Drag them in so everybody gets credit. And again, you'll see I stay up here by my crew because I'm just trying to drag them. If they get low like that, I'll just drag them in. But again, my goal is to bring them in close so everybody gets credit. So that it's not just me shooting the mob and then I get credit, but they don't. Again, as long as we're nearby each other, everybody gets credit. Doesn't matter who kills the mob. Then whenever we see a legendary, we'll go ahead and say, look, hey, everybody, there's a legendary. By choosing this option right there in our stuff. Now, you also want to kill the mobs. I mean, you don't want to save them forever. You do want to kill the mobs fairly quickly. And that's so that they just keep respawning, right? Again, I'll go down here and just tag them a little bit. That's what I use a Gatling laser for. More of a tagging weapon than an insta-kill. Yeah, just kind of tag them and drag them up here to the top. Bunch of mobs over here. Tag all of them. Drag them in. Couple up here. Tag and drag them in. Line of sight is your friend, by the way. You can line of sight those mobs so they come to you. And then you'll see that they're now closer. And then we just wipe these guys out. The Gatling laser doesn't do a lot of damage, but it has a lot of ammo. So it does low damage, but it does 1,000 of that damage, right? So if I'm hitting this guy for, say, 38, right, I'm doing that times 1,000. That's 38,000 or 3,800 damage. That's a lot of damage. Wipe a few of these guys out there. Grab me some fusion cells. Another great thing too is if you do tag them and drag them, when you go to loot at the end, you can go and loot them all at the same time because you get AoE looting. Usually you get a legendary from the back here, too, in these later waves. I don't see them. They refuse to come to you, by the way. Just annihilate them. Otherwise, it's slowing down your spawn as well. Yeah, I can just hold down the trigger and wipe them out if I really wanted to. But again, just trying to bring them into the center. Oh, there's that legendary. See, it's usually like the last mob is the legendary, so we come over and everybody tags it just to make sure. And I'm just going to go ahead and grab loot over here. And once I see everybody's kind of got a tag on him, Randall's going to go up there, get a tag, and then that's it. We eliminate him. By the way, on Mr. Handy's, you want to shoot him in the eyes. And there we go. Grab your loot quick because it's going to go boom. I've actually seen people die from that. They were really low health and then mobs blow up on them. Good job, everybody. Good job. Big love. Big love. All right. Again, since I don't have much time left, I got to just focus on these daily. Sorry, everybody, that, again, I had to go to the doctor. I think I might have a time enough for just a daily op. That's all I got time for. Because I do have to do a bunch of stuff in between the stream. As well as come back tonight, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and do some more. So we're going to be doing some Astroneer tonight. And of course, the wonderful Goat Simulator 2. We're going to take a first look at that. Now, I originally thought that was a dumb idea for a game, everybody. And I was proven very, very wrong. And I don't mind admitting when I'm wrong. The first original Goat Simulator was awesome. Really fantastic. Fun. And that's a great example of putting the fun in first in a game, right? They put the fun in there. You run around. You just go completely nuts as a goat. Now, this is a multiplayer. So if you do have Goat Sim 3, let me know. You can come and join me tonight. If you do happen to have it, or go snatch it up and come and join me. Either way. And we're going to be playing that. It's actually multiplayer, which is really fun. So I hope to try that out. But hey, if nobody's got it, that's okay. I'll try out the single player as well. I don't mind giving it a go either way. Let's grab all this loot over here so I'm not forgetting that. All right. All right, everybody, go in daily op mode. Let's do this. All right. Oh, and I think I accidentally muted it. I heard it make that mute noise. Where'd you go, Discord? Sorry, I accidentally muted. All right. Jumping into daily op. Let's get it done. What? my shoes. I can't feel where the pedal is. I got my shoes on right now. Do you know that I sit here most of the time barefoot, everybody? I do. I get that from my daughter. I typically am not a type of person who sits barefoot. I typically have my shoes on. But one of my daughters just like refuses to wear shoes most of the time. And I've started to do the same. Just sitting here, and then I can feel the pedal with my foot. So I know which one is what pedal. Because it's hard to tell when you have your shoe on. You don't know what pedal you got your foot on, right? All right, daily ops. What do we got? We got decryption, of course. Slow targets down with an attack and deadly piercing armor attacks. That's okay. We'll get this going. Let's see. I saw you can launch a nuke in the new goat sim. Yeah, did you see that on my little thing where the goat hits the nuke? He rams his head into the nuke. You can actually see that on my thing. Oh, I love this location though. This location is good. All right, I'm gonna switch my. Someone's already sharing their team medic. Whoever's sharing their team medic, I'm gonna share my level 3. So feel free to share another perk. Whoever's sharing team medic, I suggest switch something else because I'm gonna do my level 3. So everybody's getting that medic love. I suggest to switch to another thing. And if you don't have a card up, I'd get a card up to help us out. All right, now this one is called Decryption. He put his adrenaline up. Nice. So I put my daily up. And the reason why I do that, everybody, is you can share cards in the game, which is great. Now, my job is I have very high charisma, and I have that, one, because I can convince people to tell me all their secrets. I can convince all the NPCs to tell me their secrets, but also so that I can share really powerful cards. Like I can share a level 5 adrenaline card. And it's basically like taking one for the team. I can also heal the team, which is what Team Medic does. Now, at level 3, it is epic, everybody. Your stem pack now also heal nearby teammates for their full strength. So they're getting full stem pack heals. Now, when I share it to everybody, that means whoever heals everybody else nearby, which is incredibly powerful. One of the most powerful cards in the game when it comes to healing. Now, what we do is we go ahead. Oh, let me use my lunch boxes, even though I'm not going to be on very long here. Let's go ahead and burn them up anyway. Right here. Lunchy boxes for everybody. Big love. There we go. You only need about 4 of them per day. And we're good. All right, big love, everybody. Now, thumbs up time. Now, what we do is we go ahead and we do the thumbs up. Oh, don't use too many. Don't use too many. See, if I use 4, you don't need to use any. There, Brando. Remember, if someone else uses their lunch boxes, watch out because it starts to overlap. All right, we're good. Want you to save your things. But, hey, you want to use them up, you want to use them up. So, thumbs up. We got me. We got Brando. I think Tardis said yes. I think Foggy just running off.
And whoever's spying on us.
Not good. Not good there, Foggy. Wait for me to run first. But all right, let's go.
Take him out. Brings back some privacy.
We're very much on the teamwork in what we do, everybody. So wait for me to run in first before you run in, because some peeps may not be ready.
Try to stay quiet, all right? The opposition here is stronger than usual. I don't want anyone getting killed out there.
Now, one of the things you got to do in this particular one, you got to run around and find the mobs. And I usually find they're hidden somewhere. Sometimes they're upstairs or hidden back there. So what you're doing most of the time is just looking at your radar to see where everybody's at. And you're trying to find them. Now, most of the time, if I'm on top, that means they're down below. If they're down below, then that means, or if I'm down below, then that means they're on top. And it says there's one right here, but there isn't one there. They're probably underneath me right there. There's one over here. Let's get this one. Now, what we got to do is eliminate 8 enemies. I can see another one right down there. Now, one of the great things about the Gatling laser is not only does it shoot really far, but it also draws attention to those particular mobs.
Be carrying the code. We'll need it to shut one of the interceptors down. I don't have any intel on who the code carrier is, so do your best to pick them off one by one.
Look at this damage. Holy mackerel. Be auto-axing these guys. I should be auto-axing all of these guys. Come here.
One of those interceptors.
Get wrecked. Now, if you notice, it does this, like, confetti effect. And that's because, we gotta do the, thing. Ah. Now, you don't want to go out there, everybody. That's exiting the daily ops. You don't want to do that. But you do want to hit those things. There we go. They got it.
Done. I need y'all to take out another group while I gather more intel on the next code.
Now, you don't want to be killing these guys while you're still doing the interceptor. And the reason why you don't want to do that is because you want to save them for when you need to kill them after you do the interceptors. What I do is I just kind of walk around. I look down at the whole time. I'm not even looking up here. I'm looking down there at the radar 90% of the time, which is why I don't like this one. I feel like it's too much looking at the radar and not enough actually looking at the mobs. Grind those guys up. I love this auto axe. It's fun. It's OP, but it's fun. Big time OP.
I got intel on the next code carrier.
There we go.
Far. Move quick.
Feel like we're going a little slow on this one, but we'll try to get it going. Oh, they're gonna wipe that guy out before I even get close. Oh, maybe. I'm using my coffee as well, everybody. Burning my coffee, which helps me with my AP points.
Keep your eyes peeled. I bet you're really starting to rile them up.
Oh, yeah. OP crickets. Now we do this one in the back, everybody, because otherwise you're going to end up way back here at the end. So let's see if I can get this one done before they get that other one done. Let's see. Ah, see, I hate that when they interrupt me.
Perfect.
Got it.
Down to the final interceptor now. Take out another group of hostiles and let's locate that last
There we go.
code.
So we got that one done. And then now's when you want to kill the mobs as you go. Now there's another version of this where you're defending the different radar points. I like that one better. It's called uplink. Much better. I think. Because you're all defending and you're all working together. Here, everybody's just running off in different directions. I mean, we're working together, but we're not working together together. We're working together separate. You know what I mean? How dare you? How dare you, little wolf? All right. I hear some people beeping up here. Where you at, my little beeper friends? Says they're in here somewhere. Maybe not in here. Down below. Hiya! Where are you people at? They're like tracking them down is like part of the hard part. Oh, right there.
Code carrier is clear
There
as
we
day
go.
this time, which can only mean it's bigger and nastier than usual. I recommend a tactical takedown. Good luck, team.
Oh, he's in the lower side this time. Interesting. Lower side right here. Whoa, look at him. Now, I don't just kill mobs, everybody. I wait till my crew's here. Wait till my crew's here first. When I see they're all here, then we can wipe out the mob. Stuck on some banister. Now, one of the things is, if you have the aggro, everybody,
Hey, nosy
do not
asshole.
walk toward them.
Whoever you are, I hope you enjoyed listening in on our chatter. It's time
There
to
you
cut
go.
you off.
All right, now we do the last one, which hopefully is nearby. Or did we already do it? We already did it. There we go. Got the final radio interceptor. Basically, all right. What you try to do there, of course, if you're on one of those type of mobs and you are trying to kill it with melee or you're just shooting it in front of it, you want to run behind it. And the reason why you want to do that, whenever you have aggro, you're the tank. So as a tank, if you've ever played an MMO or maybe you haven't, you always want to make sure that you take the mob and you run it into the group, especially a mob that if you're playing an MMO, a mob that does a frontal cone damage, you want to take the mob and you want to turn it away from the group, right? So that they're not taking damage. Now, in the case of like the Scorch Beast Queen or something like that, you actually want to do the opposite. You want to actually have the mob toward the group And the reason why you want to do that is because this way everyone could hit it in the head, which makes it take more damage when you hit the mobs in the head. Right? So in this particular case, though, if you are standing there, the mob will keep backtracking. And so what you're doing is you're pushing the mob away from the group. And then the group has to chase after the mob, which you don't want to do. You want to get to the far side of the mob. The mob will turn toward you, and then you start shooting it, and it will literally back into your group, which is why you saw me run to the far side there and try to grab the aggro. Very, very cool way of doing that. Oh, I should have went to my, I didn't go to my thing. I didn't get extra fusion cores. Whatever weapon you have when you kill the last mob is what this affects this ammo that you get at the end as well. Hello, neon sign. There we go. And a bunch of cool stuff here. We got some legendary cores, though, and we've got some 3 stars, a couple 3 stars there. Very, very nice, and a bunch of other random loot. And again, I appreciate my time. Appreciate my people helping me run through there, and I'm out of time. There we go. Kismet, the auto axe has a hidden 5% per strength in the wiki. Does it, Alpha? I have 15 strength, so I am insanely OP with this auto axe. I actually have 15 strength plus 2 more strength, so 15, 16, 17 strength right now, because I got my strength buff. So I don't know, maybe that's playing as intended, but it feels OP to me. I don't know, because again, I have no other thing other than, I guess, high strength. I have high strength so I can carry more stuff, not necessarily so I can do high melee damage. But strength does help your melee damage, that is for sure. And we go in and look here. Let's see, what is my special right now? Yeah, my strength actually 20. I don't know, where am I getting that extra 20 from? Let's see, I have 15, 16, 17. So that means I'm getting 3 somewhere else, most likely from my actual weapon itself. Let's see, am I getting a plus from this? What is it? What is it that's giving? That's giving +1 agility. I don't think I have strength on any of my stuff. Could have been from food. We can go in and we can look at our effects here. Let's see, where am I getting strength from? Strength from a strength boost, so that'd be 15, 16, 17. Oh, I'm also getting it from fully fed, so there's 18. And then I'm getting 2 more strength from somewhere. Let's see, strength boost there. Huh. I have no idea. It doesn't tell me. It doesn't tell me where that other 2 is coming from. But I'm definitely getting an additional +2 from somewhere. And it's most likely one of my items that I have, like my armor or something like that. It could be my power armor. I don't even remember what all my perks are. Yep, there it is right there. My Brotherhood of Steel power armor giving me another +1 in the left arm. Let's check the right arm. No. Combat, +1 luck. +1 perception. And then I'm sure it's one of these things in here. Let's see, maybe my chest piece? No, that's intelligence. But in theory, I could go in and make my whole set a strength set, right? Get +1 on all of that, and then I'd have 25 strength, right? And all of that. Oh, and there's that battle. One of those things, again, you can do is you can really buff yourself. Like I have 18 charisma, or 18 intelligence. I have 15 charisma right now. And my charisma buff, I didn't do the charisma buff. But there you go. So, I mean, I really have this boosted, especially the strength one there, which I didn't even realize. And it is making me like crazy OP with this auto axe. I mean, I am just, I mean, it's like 3 hits and they're dead. I mean, if I was low level and I went and built the same Wasteland Tycoon set, I could level up like nobody's business. You could just literally go around and just zap every single mob that you see. The only problem is that your auto actually breaks a lot, so make sure that you do have a lot of ammo and you start getting your ammo, your weaponsmith card. That's going to help you a lot. So when I go to repair my weapons, I always have my weapon artisan on here. So it gives you double durability in your weapons. So if your weapons are breaking a lot, you want to do that. Another thing that I got on my Gatlin laser that helps a lot is on this particular Gatlin, I got breaks 50% slower, which I really like because it's just annoying to have to repair your weapons all the time. It does suck because it does take away one of my legendary slots. But there we go. Now, this one's actually pretty good. So it breaks 50% slower. Damage increases on each consecutive hit. You got to think I hit for 1,000 hits. So it's going to go up by 1, 2, 3, 4 damage as it goes over. There is a max limit. It usually is about 4 more points. But you got to think, if I'm hitting for 20 or I'm hitting for 24, that extra 4 every single hit times 1,000 is a lot of hits. That's a lot. That's 4,000, everybody. That's 4,000 extra damage that I'm doing. So that is pretty great. And then when I'm aiming, I'm also doing 25% more damage on that Gatling laser. So pretty decent Gatling laser. Auto axe as well. Now, imagine this auto axe if I was in the bloodied set. Right? Imagine if this was a bloodied auto axe and I brought my down like that. I would literally just be one-shotting mobs. I'd be hitting them for 1,000 each, everybody. I'd just be running out, boom, 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 just like that. It would be insane. It'd be absolutely nutty. Now, again, everybody, you get ready to take the hit on those legacy weapons. I don't use any legacy weapons. I deleted all my previous characters when we moved from Bethesda launcher to the Steam launcher, and this is character number 6 from scratch. I love a new adventure. I feel like that's one of my favorite things. Thank you, Angie, 99K. Thanks for coming in and hitting that follow button. I appreciate it. If I butcher your name, I usually do to everybody's name. That's just the way it goes. We are going to go ahead and get it going. Yeah, power armor gives a boost. Yes. You can not only can you get the stats on your power armor, but you can also, as a set, you can get it as well. Like they have military armor that boosts your strength as well, both in Fallout 4 and in 76. It's one of the ones you'll see me use very early on in my Fallout 4 playthroughs because, of course, I'm a super looter, so I'm going to loot everything in the wasteland. I loot everything, everybody, and because that allows me to build bigger bases and do all sorts of stuff. So there you go. About half the people say energy. Oh, I know. I was about to say that, but I actually got it right. So yeah, points to Kismet. For once I got someone's name right. Now we got a bunch of stuff we got to trade in, but sadly I don't have any more legendary points. I traded that in last night. By the way, that's affected by when you do that. By the way, it's usually 24 hours from when you do that thing or when you sell stuff to the vendor. You can see I haven't sold anything to the vendor. So I'm gonna do something crazy, everybody. I'm gonna just start selling some of this stuff to the vendor. You're like, Kevin, what the heck? Yeah, I'm just gonna sell it to the vendor because I don't want to deal with it. I'm going to get rid of it because this way tomorrow we're not going to be overburdened. Now, most of the time I usually scrap all this stuff, but I just want to go ahead and sell some stuff to the vendor to bring that vendor down. And then I'm going to do something really crazy. I'm going to go ahead and take all of this stuff, and we're going to get rid of that as well. Now, very rarely do I actually sell legendary weapons to the vendor. You're much better off trading them in. But at some point, you're going to get overburdened. Now, the ones I suggest to trade in, obviously, are the lower level ones, your 3 stars. Especially early game, you want to save those and try to find a weapon. You don't want to save them too long, though. If you're level 20 and you're saving them for level 50, do not do that. Trade them suckers in. Trade them in, sell them off, get rid of them if you have to, drop them if you have to. But you can see that I'm just trading them out because they do take up a lot of room in my inventory. A lot of these ones are very heavy. As well. And you'll see me just sell off whatever I can. Mentat, Psycho, all of that stuff. Especially diluted stuff. I don't use diluted stuff, but it's very viable in the very beginning of the game. And then now I'm down to 2 caps down here, and that's when I use my bobby pins. Bobby pins are great for getting those extra 2 little caps right there. Right there. Also spent about 10,000 caps over the weekend. I'm already back up to 10,000 caps again. They don't call me the Wasteland Tycoon for nothing, everybody. I dominate the Wasteland. I literally make trillions of dollars with a T in every Fallout that I play, and I've played every single one. For sure. Now, normally we play some Fallout Shelter right now, everybody. And again, sorry to my team that I only had so much time today. Again, I did have to go to the doctor earlier. All right, everybody, I'm sorry. That's it for me today. I had to go to the doctor earlier, so I'm going to cut out a little early. Appreciate y'all. Feel free to stay together, though, and get into some trouble.
Okay. Try it, Kismet.
All right. See you guys tomorrow. All right. Popping down into my mod chat there. Bam. I appreciate my crew coming in, hanging out with me. I love running my crew. Normally I try to get a pit run in, and normally we try to do a little bit of Fallout Shelter between 4 and 5 o'clock. But again, had to go to the doctor today, so I only got so much time. I got just a giant list of things to do after the stream. So that's going to be it for this one. This is going to be a small stream today, but don't worry, I'll be back in about 5 hours. Doing some more streaming here on Twitch at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Remember, everybody, we will be out on Thursday during the day. But we're going to go talk about that right now because we're going to go to my overseer's office. Like, Kismet, nobody has an overseer's office on Twitch. I do. I'm the only one. I've had it for every year I've been here for over 7 years. Let's go. Now, I almost forgot, everybody. Hold on. I almost forgot. We're not going to forget. Battle. To battle. Ah, see? My memory's a little better, but not totally back yet. Let's go. Let's throw down. I forget stuff. Sometimes I forget a lot of stuff. That's what happens when you get a little older. Let's not forget this battle and get you guys some loot before we go. I mean, at least we got one battle in. We didn't even get any races in either. We got to do a race too. Yeah, we might just jump out of the race. I'm just gonna jump out of the race, everybody. That we can just jump out of. We'll do some races tomorrow. All right. There we go. Reaper, Akia getting some love. Akia coming in as our MVP. Look at that, 29 kills. Nice job. And again, we'll pick this up again tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So again, let's go back to my office. Always a bummer when IRL takes up all your gaming time. All right, here's my schedule, everybody. Of course, later tonight at 10 p.m., we're going to play some Goat Simulator. Goat Simulator 3, if you are a pro, by the way, that's a learn to play. So if you're awesome at Goat Simulator, the original, or Goat Simulator 3, by the way, there's no Goat Simulator 2, just so you guys know. It's a troll. That's why they went to Goat Simulator 3. That's funny. And also because, you have multiplayer in there as well. So feel free to come join us for that. Then we're going to play some Astroneer after that. And then, of course, tomorrow back for more Fallout 76, some Shelter, and then Satisfactory. I will be out on Thursday during the day, of course. I hope you guys have a wonderful Turkey Day, Thanksgiving. If you do celebrate, if you don't, I just hope you have a great day. If you don't celebrate Thanksgiving, wherever you are in the world. And then, of course, back for the night crew, Fallout 76, and then a little bit of Fallout Shelter after that. And then on Saturday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, some Raft, all right? So lots of fun lined up all week long. Again, I'll be back in about 5 hours, whatever it is your local time. It'll be 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for me. Now, remember, everybody can help out the stream tremendously here. And since we're just going to bail out of here, we'll go ahead and have you guys take a quick moment. Pop on over to youtube.com/KismetBP. Now, if you are watching this in the future, because I upload every single stream in its entirety up there on YouTube, including highlights, guides, all sorts of stuff up there as well. There's even some IRL stuff up there from the past as well. You can go ahead and check that out on my YouTube page over there. I have a video coming out every single day. In fact, I've got them queued up so much that I'm actually in January right now. That's how many I'm queuing up ahead of time. So if I die today, everybody, you'll still get videos on YouTube for the rest of this month, and then pretty much all of next month as well. And then actually the month after that. So the end of this month, December, and then into January, those are already queued up. Those are already ready to roll out onto there. So definitely go show some love over there. Appreciate that. Go over to twitter.com/KismetBP. And if you are watching this in the future on YouTube, make sure to hit that bell, hit that like button, leave me a comment down below. Love to see all the peeps who do watch these videos over there as well. So feel free to go over there and hit the follow button on Twitter. The more you guys do this, the more cool stuff I get to do here on stream, like awesome giveaways of like this guy right over here. Come here, dog meat. Right over here, which we'll be giving away right here, my buddy, my pal, along with a whole bunch of other cool Bethesda gear to give out to you guys during the holiday season. We are going to raise funds for St. Jude Children's Hospital. We'll be doing that starting December 1st, so make sure to be around for that. Lurk all the time here in the channel, everybody, to build up those Kiz Caps so you have enough Kiz Caps to buy tickets for the giveaway. That's what that is. Just by lurking in the channel, whether you're a viewer or a subscriber, you earn caps just by chilling out here. Plus, I give them out as well for when you guys crush those retweets when at the end of the stream. Always stay to the end of the stream, everybody. Always stay to the end because you get a bunch of caps at the end. Discord.gg/Kismet. That's where my community is. Feel free to go over there and introduce yourself. Make sure to read the rules and hit that green check mark. You can also check out more about behind the scenes of my studio if you're interested in my equipment and how I run my stream. I have a very hardcore stream here, everybody. 6 monitors, 3 computers, just really a way above and beyond to make all the things work that I do here in the stream, like cool stuff that slides in and out and screens and all sorts of neat stuff. You can see all of that up there. Now, if you're like, Kismet, I enjoyed the stream. I laughed. I cried. I had a good time today. How can I best support the stream? The best way, pop on over to patreon.com/Kismet. Go over there. Even $5 makes a huge difference. Know that every penny goes right back in the stream. It's like putting your chips back in every single time. So I put all that back in the form of giveaways and other fun things that we do here on stream. So feel free to go support over there. Again, you can follow those links right there in the chat. Now, speaking of Patreon peeps, let's go show them some love as well as you guys some love who brought some love here to the Kismet Love Train. So let's go. All right, everybody, this is the Kismet Love Train. This is where we show you guys some love right back in the chat. Right down there, you can see my Patreon. You want to get your name at the end of every single stream? Pop on over my Patreon, show the stream some love. And you can have your name right down there at the end of every video and at the end of every stream. I appreciate all my peeps right down there. Now, eventually, a little scrolling credit thing is going to come up over here for all the people who hit the subscribe button today and who hit the follow button as well, or if you drop bits or whatever it is, it'll come up right over there. So thank you to TARDIS for that love today as well, because we had a very short stream today, but it was like 2 hours. By the way, if you're a streamer, everybody, I would say the minimum stream you should do is 2 hours. You should never do anything shorter than 2 hours because you don't really get momentum going. I would say that you really don't get your momentum going in your stream usually about 4 hours in. 4 hours in, you get it going on, I feel. So great little Kismet tip for you as a streamer. Make sure you get that going. Bye! Bye, Flux. Bye, everybody. Now, again, I'll be back real soon. Tonight, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I appreciate each and every one of you. I'm going to go get something to eat because I haven't eaten anything in a while here because I had to go to the doctor. So we're going to roll out the Kismet Love Train. We're just going to peace out of here. I'm going to first give you guys some love here in the chat before I forget again. Here we go. 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 cats for being awesome. And you know what? I'm going to give you extra 1,000 for just being that much step awesome today. And understanding, obviously, I had to go to a doctor's appointment and do all that stuff today. So it did cut into our time. But we are going to roll out of here again, everybody. Again, off goes the Kismet Love Train. See you guys tonight, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Bye, everybody.
Hi, this is Norbert. Thanks for watching. Press the subscribe button. We'll see you all next time. Bye.
Thanks for watching this video. Keep the Kismet Love Train a-going. Drop by my Patreon and show your support. Big thanks going out to Resident Spike, Rotisserie G, JC Hunter, AMZ, Carlos, Jeremiah, Notorious TDK, Scriplin, Ems, Brando, and Blaring Fire. Click to watch more videos, and I'll see you next time.